Yo. What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing this morning? Guys, do me a huge favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you ain't already. We got a lot to talk about, man. Scrimmages happen. Some teams looking better than others. You know how it be. Big 3T2Y, the #1 channel on YouTube for trash talking between all three fan base. The Miami Hurricanes, the best in the state. Of course. They might lie to y'all and tell y'all that we not, but we are. Florida State, y'all ain't it. Let's just be real. Florida Gators, y'all are hanging on a shoestring right now. Probably gonna fight Billy. It is what it is. But #1 channel on YouTube for trash talking, all that good stuff. Nobody's gonna block you. Nobody's gonna kick you out. Nobody's gonna mute you. You can come on in here and talk your trash. Talk your trash. 100% allowed. Nobody gonna block you, mute you, or none of that. If you want to tell me how bad my team is, tell me how bad my team is, and I'll tell you how bad yours is. That's how it works over here. So, obviously, man, spring. We've been seeing a lot of practice, a lot of footage, a lot of stories coming out of different sites, 247 Sports, Rivals, and all the other, networks and sites that you guys probably get information from. Is what it is. So, most of the time, these practices, you know how it goes. If you don't have an inside guy that stays, a little bit longer than the guys that's on the media, they get kicked out after a certain amount of time, then you probably don't really have the best insights on what's really going on. So, fortunately for me, I do have some people in the building, some very well trusted people and stuff like that. Never ask me for my sources. I will not reveal that, or I will not have sources no more. That's tough. But anyways, man, where y'all want to start this morning? I'm gonna let y'all decide in the chat, because obviously all three scrimmages have started already. All three scrimmages have concluded already. Each head coach has already gave their takeaways, pros and cons from all of these scrimmages. So I'm going to leave it up to you guys in the chat. Y'all going to basically dictate where we start with this one. So where do we start? Do we start with Miami? Do we start with the Florida Gators? Or do we start with the Florida State Seminoles? Also, guys, in the chat, if you came onto the show earlier while the music was playing, serenading or whatever, you saw that I posted a few questions. So obviously for Miami, is Miami the best team in the state of Florida for the 2024? Or is it, the Florida State, or is it, the Florida Gators? Also, DJU, his weight, 6'4", 255 pounds. The internet has exploded on this. Is DJU too fat? Plain and simple. That's the question. That's not my question. That's the internet question. The internet is undefeated, so we want to know, is DJU too fat? I did, add a little bit of spice to that on Twitter. There was a little video from, St. Patrick's Day. The Irish, they have different Irish candies and stuff like that, and DJU playfully now, try to steal one of them chocolates and put it in his pocket playfully. But, I kind of made a joke out of it. That's why my boy this big, and that's why, strength and conditioning going the way it's going for him. That's tough. Don't mind me, I'm just a troll sometimes. But anyways, the Florida Gators, are they in trouble? How bad is it after the first scrimmage? Can they actually stay healthy? Who will their #1 receiver be? Because for the last couple of weeks, I've been hearing this Trey Wilson guy, and when it comes to game time, he disappeared. When it comes to the scrimmages and all that, he disappeared. Great drill guy, great practice guy, but where's the production? A lot going on. Like I said in the chat, let me know where y'all want to start. So far, I see one guy says FSU. Okay, cool. I guess we're going to start with FSU this morning then. Gave you guys the opportunity to put that in the chat. I see FSU, so I don't see anything else so far. So we're going to start off with FSU. Let me go ahead and throw these shades on before I end up having to turn this camera off. Shout out to Henry Lee. the ambassador of the channel when it comes to telling people to make sure they turn their cameras on, especially the host. Henry Lee came on and say people come on the show and they don't turn their camera on. Henry Lee, man, some of us are ugly, man. Plain and simple. Some of us are ugly. We weren't born with the handsome face. Some of us got to work and get our money up and, dress right and everything for a girl to look at us. Some of us are just ugly, man. It be like that sometimes. But anyways, Florida State. Let's start with Florida State. So I do got a couple notes and everything. I got to write some of this stuff down, and also I got some things on my computer and everything like that to basically help me navigate through that sorry ass school up there in Tallahassee. Did I say that out? I ain't supposed to say that out loud. But yeah. So Florida State scrimmage, they'll continue practice on Tuesday, by the way. I think most of the schools will continue practicing on Tuesday. And for those of you guys that's probably wondering when the spring game and everything like that, for the Gators, it's on the 13th. For Miami, it's on the 13th. Not quite sure on Florida State yet. I got to double check on theirs. But Miami will be playing the spring game on campus. Basically, the soccer and track and field, stadium or arena or whatever you want to call it. 500 seat. So this is going to be a more parent, intimate. Maybe former coaches, boosters, those guys, and everything like that. So yeah, let's start with Florida State. They was giving a lot of praise to a guy by the name of Shaheem Brown, their safety. They're also giving a lot of praise to their defensive line, which to me, scrimmages, when it's your team against your team, it's kind of hard to basically decipher what's good and what's bad. You want the defense to look good, but at the same time, you don't want the offense to not look up to par or whatever. You definitely want the defense to come out on top more than, just getting blown out the frame or whatever. But my biggest concern so far with Florida State would definitely be their offensive line, because their defensive line ate them up. They couldn't protect the quarterback under no circumstances. DJU is about to lose some weight this spring. DJU is about to lose some weight. He's going to be running for his life. That offensive line at Florida State is absolutely terrible. From what I've seen and what I'm hearing out of Florida State about this scrimmage, that offensive line is absolutely terrible. They're going to get eaten alive this season if they don't tighten up. Mike Norvell might need to put his crown back on, because, he's the transfer portal god. He might have to go in that portal, round up the troops, get all the boosters together, get the cash up, and go get you some help at offensive line. Because if that defensive line is eating like that, that just tell me something. Y'all can't block nobody. Why is DJ and the other two quarterbacks that ain't really much, Brock Glenn and the Luke guy, why they running for their life already? It's time. It's still time, Norvell. You can still hit the portal and get you some help. It ain't too late. You just got to reassess what's going on, look at your team, and just basically tell your offensive coach,
get some help.
Just tell them, go get some help. The portal is your friend. We know you. We know you. Man, Shaheem Brown, though, they safety. They saying that he's a ball hawk, flying to the ball, all that kind of stuff. But, let's just be honest. It ain't too hard to fly to the ball when your offensive line can't block and your quarterback's out there forcing passes or, ain't got enough time to make no passes. This guy's looking like a hero, plain and simple. He's a hero right now. Now, if you have some better offensive line and, better play development, then it might be a little different. But Shaheem Brown is getting some praise. They saying that he was a very impactful player this spring so far. So, we'll see, man. We'll see if Florida State can get it together on the offensive line. Defensive-wise, they were praising the whole defensive line. They were praising the defensive line. Patrick Pate, for one. He had a sack. Marvin Jones Jr. had a sack. The Samoan guy they brought in, I think it's Sion Lolohia. Listen, man, I ain't too good with names, especially these Hawaiian names. That's tough. That's tough. Deal with it. Tamawa, last name, something. He's the African guy that transferred in. Florida State fans, if you know, you know. If you don't, that's tough. Learn your team. Tamawa, he had a sack. Brian Turner had a sack. Aaron Hester had a sack. Jaden Jones had a sack. All these guys are getting to your quarterback. Your offensive line is trash. But so the garbage. All of that. Plain and simple. DJ, you will lose some weight, like I said. He will lose some weight this spring. This fall too. He will lose some weight. He will be running for his life. He should be happy that these are live reps when you could actually tackle the quarterback. Because my guy probably wouldn't make it out of spring. Plain and simple. Florida State, get it together. Offensive line is trash. Former Miami Hurricane Darrell Jackson. Darrell Jackson is getting some praise from Norvell, physical, making plays, being consistent, that kind of stuff. Something that he didn't really quite exhibit at Miami. He wasn't, consistent on anything. Take a lot of plays off and stuff. That's tough. Let me stop answering. Daniel Lyons, he also sounded good out there too. They saying that he's looking consistent, also winning on the strength and being very physical, getting through the line and all that. They eating up Florida State offensive line, plain and simple. They offensive line getting ate up. Another safety, Ashlon Baker. He's getting a lot of praise too. He also had a takeaway, an interception. I wonder who threw that interception because they don't want to tell us who's throwing interceptions out here. But if I had to guess, I would say DJU out here throwing picks. If I had to guess, they're actually not that high on DJU to be exact. Right now, their main focus is on the freshman quarterback. Their main focus is on the freshman quarterback. Their main focus is on Luke. I think it's Corkermile or whatever his name is. Whatever. Listen, man, the man name is Luke. The quarterback, Luke. If you're a Florida State fan and you don't know who I'm talking about, because I don't know this dude's last name because he got a 300-letter last name, that's tough. Deal with it. Go learn your team, like I said. But Luke, they're giving him a lot of praises. They're not really impressed by DJU or even Brock Glenn. That's tough. I thought DJU was gonna come in and be the savior and everything like that. But then again, I can't even lie to myself. I didn't believe it because I knew Florida State fans wanted Cam Moore. They didn't want DJU. DJU wanted them. Sometimes you don't get what you want. You don't get the person you want. The person that wants you gets you. That's tough. Deal with DJ all summer, man. That's tough. Who else is linebacker? Blake Nicholson. They say he flashed, showing capability, flying around the ball, cover ground, was pretty impressive, all that good stuff. Another one, second-year linebacker, DeMarco Ward. He was looking pretty decent out there. Nice stops, and Norvell praising all these guys. DJ Lundy, flying around, being physical, communicative, basically spreading the plays and being that leader that he needs him to be, all that good stuff, that extra stuff that don't really matter when it comes down to playing teams like Georgia. It is what it is. Toafili and Brian Courtney, they say that both of these guys are impressive when it comes to yards after catch, especially out of the backfield and stuff like that. But we know we're very familiar with Toafili over here. He's basically their wildcat guy. Whenever they can't score on teams like Louisville that was trash, they'll put this guy in the wildcat and let him run for like 70 yards, and then they pretend like they're a good offensive team. But DJU and Brock Glenn, y'all ain't getting too much praise. They're not impressed by you guys. Y'all need to get it together. Speaking of getting it together, receivers need to get it together at Florida State. Consistently dropping the ball, no hands. Florida State receivers have no hands. Listen, they can't catch nothing, not even a cold. They can't catch nothing. your boy Hakeem Williams. As you guys know, Miami's very familiar with him. We went after him. He ended up choosing to go to Florida State. We also see him talk about loyalty and going up against guys like Travis Hunter on Twitter, going back and forth about his loyalty to Florida State. Out here dropping passes though. He's loyal to Florida State, just ain't loyal to his hands. You got to catch the ball, my guy. Right now, you're being known as Mr. Butterfingers up there in Tallahassee. Get it together, my guy. Learn to catch a couple passes on a consistent basis. Malik Benson, the guy that transferred, I think, from Alabama, they're talking about him too. They're pretty much a drop away from losing a couple games this season, basically. Dustin Hall, Hill, whatever you want to call him. Dustin Hill is another one that they're talking about. They're saying he's been solid. Nothing quite impressive or anything. He's not a huge standout or anything. He's more of like a casual wide receiver, basically. They also talk about their offensive line, like I told you guys, which is very terrible, absolutely terrible. They talk about them, but they ain't much to say. Basically, they need to work on strength and conditioning. They need to work on blocking. They need to work on everything. Anything you can think of, they need to work on it. Plain and simple. Offensive line is terrible. Listen, if you line Miami up against Florida State right now, we're going to eat their offensive line up. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Running back, they talking about Cam Davis. And he looked like a grown man out there. Catching out of the flats, all that good stuff, picking up chunk yards, scored a touchdown, all that, around, I think like a 20-yard run on them, this, that, and the third. So, Cam Davis, if you're seeing him short, built-looking dude, yeah, he fits the role of a physical, running back, even though he's just, I think he's just a freshman. Jalen Lucas or whatever his name is, they saying he looked good in some of the opportunities. Hopefully he continues this throughout the whole spring or whatever, but they don't know exactly what they're going to get out of him. Ryan Fitzpatrick, they talking about the kicker guys. They saying he had a good day. Grady Kelly had a blocked field goal. So, hey, man, the punter looked good. But they field goal kicker getting his field goals blocked out here. Another reason why I tell you the offensive line is absolutely terrible. Pursuit of trash, garbage, all of that. And, of course, Fuller, mentioned Kelly Baker and cornerback Cypress, Fontrell Cypress, Devontae Brown at an interception. If this don't tell you how bad quarterback play at Florida State is right now, Devontae Brown had an interception. I got to repeat myself. Devontae Brown had an interception. This is how bad quarterback play at Florida State is. This is how bad their offensive line is. This is how bad their receiving core is. Terrible. AJ Contrell had an interception. Cornerback Jabril Royals or whatever, he had an interception. It was Pick City. Out there listen, it was Pick City. Inconsistencies. A lot of inconsistencies. Florida State offense going to get 8 alive this year unless Mike Norvell can work some magic in the portal. That's the takeaways from Florida State's spring, by the way. Their first scrimmage, Hey, man, don't kill me. I'm just the message. Don't get mad at me. I'm just the messenger. This is what happened at your spring scrimmage. I just gave it to you blood raw. Plain and simple. Your beat writers can't do this because Mike Norvell might have them up out of the building in a second. But I can tell you like it is. Your offense is trash. Florida State, your offense is trash. Y'all are pick 6 away from losing a couple games this year. That 13-0, say goodbye. Look at it in the mirror in the past, in the rear view. Say goodbye. Plain and simple. Anyway, let's talk about Y'all let me know. Where we going with the show today? Where we going? Are we going to talk about Miami or are we going to talk about the Florida Gators? Which one y'all want first? Y'all put it in the chat. Let me know. Where we going with this? Also, guys, make sure you hit the like button. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel and all that. I dropped a video last night basically giving you guys all the intel on what happened at Miami's spring scrimmage or whatever. Obviously, it was secretive and it was controlled, but, you know, the boy got a few information here and there. So I dropped it all in the video last night. Now, I've been having issues with my iPhone for a minute now, especially when it comes to recording videos. I don't know why the audio always get distorted, but I do want to apologize to you guys because I try to give you guys the best content and the best quality. But I've tried everything with my iPhone, and it's not like the phone is broken or anything. It's just something inside the settings or something. I've tried everything to make the audio different, so I might have to stop using my phone to record videos. I might have to actually use my webcam and stuff like that. But I do like to give you guys videos when I'm on the road, especially in the car and stuff, because, you know, information pops up all the time, and sometimes you're not home to do it. So if any of the videos come out, guys, and the audio is like a little bit distorted, please forgive me. Bear with me. Bear with me. I mean no harm. I mean no harm. So let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. As far as where we going, are we going to talk about them baby lizards up in Gainesville, or are we going to talk about the Miami Hurricane spring? Like I said, did drop a video on Miami Hurricane spring scrimmage last night. For those of y'all that didn't see it, also, guys, when you watch the videos, hit the like button for me, please and thank you. And if you watching right now, just tuned in, do me a favor, hit the like button. Quick intermission.
Like, share, and subscribe. All right, I appreciate it. Like, share, and subscribe.
And make sure to like, share, and subscribe.
All right. So let's check these chats. Check these chats real quick. All right. So I guess I'm gonna just. Oh, BB wants the link. All right, I got you, BB. Let me drop the link for you. We're going to talk about, you know what, since you asked for the link, BB, we're going to talk about the Florida Gators now. Now we're going to talk about the Florida Gators. We'll save the best for last, which is the Miami Hurricane, best team in Florida, the state of Florida in 2024. You know, don't let nobody tell you otherwise. If they do, they lying. They always lying. All right, so let's talk about them swamp lizards, them baby lizards up in Gainesville. You know, takeaways from their first scrimmage. Before I get into that, let me make sure BB hop on so I can see. All right, here we go. Good morning, my boy.
Good morning.
Good morning. How's it going up there in Gainesville?
It went well yesterday. It went well.
You sure about that?
No, TTY, ain't nobody got time for your troll.
All right, for those of y'all that don't follow me on Twitter, obviously, you know, these spring games, when they happen, it's very secretive because the media don't get the amount of, I want to say, viewing and all that. They don't get to watch the whole thing. So, you know, they might get kicked out or so, or they might can't bring cameras in and all that. They can only report on certain things. So, obviously, I know that Florida fans are looking for information on their spring. So I'm like, all right, cool. They looking for information on this scrimmage. I'm gonna go on Twitter and I'm gonna troll them. I put that DJ Lagway and Graham Morris both threw 4 interceptions yesterday. Obviously, you know, I'm trolling, but the Florida fan base actually took it serious, which, by the way, they had their national syndicated guys, you know, guys with like 40,000 subscribers and followers or whatever, had to come clear it up because their fans was going nuts thinking that both of their quarterback actually threw 4 interceptions. High Top Sports had something to say. What's the name? All through the weather or all weather something. And then even the Gator recruiting department had to step in. I'm like, my goodness, my little troll went this far. The whole Gator fans. All of them are going nuts on Twitter, man. I was laughing my ass off all day yesterday, just watching them panic. watching them panic. They had to clear it up. They had to send the syndicated guys. They had to send all these credential guys, basically all the guys that be in the room doing the interviews with Billy and all of them. That's tough. That's tough. Some people tell me I'm bad at trolling, but it seemed to work. It seemed to work. So, what's your intake on y'all's scrimmage before I go into details on what I'm hearing?
Well, from what I hear, the court, Mertz looking good. The O-line looking way better than last year.
Let's clarify something. How many picks was thrown yesterday?
It was only 3.
Okay. All right. So we're on the same page.
One from each quarterback.
See, I was gonna lie and say all 3 were thrown by Graham Mertz, but one was thrown by some other quarterback. I think his name Clay Milon or something like that. Whatever his name is. All 3 quarterbacks threw a pick yesterday. DJ Lagway, Graham Mertz, and the other guy Clay Milon or something. All three of their quarterbacks threw picks. I think one of the receivers, not one of the receivers of the picks, not a receiver, but a DB, Devin Moore. I forgot the other 2 guys' name. One of them was a defensive lineman, edge rusher, I think. Not only did he catch an interception, but he fumbled the ball right after. That's tough. Who was the second guy? I can't get his name. I know Devin Moore.
The ones who caught interception. Moore and Josiah Davis.
There it is. That one. Yeah. So they ain't say too much about you guys. You guys are right now. Y'all are being. I don't know how to put this. Y'all are being taken to the woodshed by injuries. Y'all got a lot of guys.
Well, certain people. So most of just precaution. We don't want them to. We just want to be ready for the fall.
And the Gene is a whole old ass man out there with low back issues. But he should be back to practice.
No, and he got hamstring issues, but he'll be back next week.
They said that basically, man, Graham Mertz, his best quarterback seemed to be Shamir Dyke. He's hyper focused on him. This Trey Wilson guy that they told me was the best receiver in the country, he don't seem very consistent in this offense when it comes to play time. He looks good. He looks good. He looked good in practice. Echoing.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, and he I don't know. He sounds to me like he's more of a practice warrior when it comes to.
Well, go look at the production in the game.
I'm saying, man,
No, we know what Trey can do. We know what he can do. It's just when you got to see the other guys outside of him. That's what we got to do. Who can do what?
And then you got Abrams. He's injured also. Y'all are very limited in them wide receiver spots.
Abrams.
Jackson, he did okay, but he's not consistent and all that. He's not somebody out there that's turning heads. Y'all got to polish up some of these guys. Now
we already did that. My other one's been balling.
I think it kind of makes sense now what Princely was saying about you guys. Just telling guys out there and don't try to coach, develop them, or teach them anything. I didn't say this, guys. This was said by Princely in his interview over at Ole Miss. As you guys know, he transferred from Florida. He's a defensive end, edge rusher. Transferred over there, said that he's basically finally getting developed and trained properly, basically because Florida just tell him to go out there and use his instincts and talent. His words, not mine. His words, not mine.
He keep kicking me out.
Nah, I can kick you out. That's probably the
internet. Not you. I don't know what it is. Just keep kicking me out.
Oh man. Yeah, but Princely out there just telling us everything, and that's not the first time we've seen that. The guy that transferred to Florida State, what's his name, Richard? He's also came out and said that basically his training at Florida State has been very intense, nothing like what he's dealt with at Florida. And he's been at, I think he's spent like 4 years in Florida, so it's kind of given right now. Now, when a guy's been there 4 years and he hasn't seen any kind of intensive training or nothing like that, you can't just blame it on Billy, because Billy's only going into year 3 right now. So you can definitely put some of the blame on the Mullen era. But Florida is basically softy. When it comes to training, when it comes to development, Florida is soft. According to these recruits, according to these guys that's been on their roster and the team a while, Florida is soft. They soft. Very soft. The stuff that's coming out of their spring, sorry, it sounds like you driving.
Yeah, I'm on the road. What's up, y'all?
Yeah, man. So when it comes to certain things that's happening there, hold on, let me turn your mic down a tad bit so that we don't hear the rumble. Okay, there we go. So when it comes to it all, Florida got the issue. Man. I didn't hear too much about their running backs. Not a lot of intel coming out on their running backs. I know that they defense is very trash, atrocious, all that, giving up a lot of touchdowns. Even though they want to say that defense was a strong point of the day, probably won the day. I think that's lies when you look at the stats, when you look at what was given up, how many touchdowns and all that. I mean, granted the interceptions now, okay, cool. But when you catch a pick, you don't just fumble it right back to the offense. Which, work on your defensive line. Work on their strength. They're supposed to be strong. How you gonna get an opportunity like a forced fumble, pick it up, and then give it right back to the offense? Terrible. Terrible. First down offense. Going the other way. Just imagine that. You on offense, you fumble the ball, defense picked it up. That was like a third and long. Defense picked it up. Now you pop him, get the ball back, and it's a first down. Hey, that's tough. Yeah, but Florida, they giving all the praise to guys like Dyke, receiver. They're not giving Trey Wilson any kind of love, he's just a practice warrior, not the best wide receiver in the state of Florida, like they told us he was. They lied to us.
The best wide receiver in the state of Florida is in Athens now.
Nah, Cap. That guy is so inconsistent.
What do you mean?
He was so inconsistent. Stop it.
How?
That man came down here and took plays off.
He took plays off.
He took a lot of plays off.
How many catches did he have for y'all last year?
Not enough.
The best receiver y'all have is in Athens right now.
I can't even blame the offensive line for that, because we gave TVD all the time in the world to throw all the interceptions he did.
I think he was shaving points, T2Y.
I can't go against it. I might have to agree with you on that. Shame on
Then
TVD.
the best running back at Florida is in Athens right now.
That's running back. Hey, DUI.
Hey, everybody make mistakes, T2Y.
It be like that sometimes.
Don't judge that man. If you never drank alcohol before, you can judge that man. But if you don't drink alcohol before, don't judge that man.
Man, listen, drinking and driving, I don't advocate.
It happens, man. People make mistakes.
We only human. We all do. But hey.
Yeah, but we don't have no FSU transfers, though.
Man, that's tough.
We don't have no FSU transfers.
Who got those?
I don't know, but we got one from Florida, we got one from Miami, but we didn't get any for FSU.
I mean, after beating them 63-3, who would you want off that team?
I mean, we could take a guard or a tackle, for some offensive line depth. You know what I'm saying? You can never have too many offensive linemen.
Man, come on. Let's be real. Ain't nothing on that trash team that y'all wanted. Y'all third team.
We sent Marvin Jones Jr. down there. Watch Marvin Jones Jr. go be their best player on defense. Watch.
He was only one man. They need a lot of help. They said updates on Henry Parrish. He might be returning to Ole Miss to go be with his running back coach Smith.
Yeah.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Yeah, I heard a rumor that Caleb Downs might go back to Alabama too.
Yeah, I'm hearing that too. Look, that dude, man. Iowa. Is it Iowa or is it Ohio State?
It's Ohio State. Ohio State is promising these bags, but then when it's time to get their payment, you know what I'm saying, them checks is bouncing.
Yeah, speaking of Ohio State, they got a commitment yesterday out of 4-star running back, Alfred.
And then Junkins said they running back said he might go back to Ole Miss. I don't know. Ohio State is just they promising these bags, but like I said, the checks is not clearing, or they saying, hey man, you're supposed to get your 110,000 or whatever on this day, and then when it's time to pay, they're not paying.
Hey man, it'd be like that, but Miami Spring went pretty well yesterday. Pretty well.
What is Cam Ward doing? That's what I want to know. What is Cam Ward doing?
Cam is out here. Basically, he's delivering what we bought. He delivered it.
Okay.
The expectations are set, and he's living up to them.
Okay, I got you.
Ward is out here basically doing his thing. I don't hear no interception talks. I don't hear no fumble talks and none of that. Obviously, you can't hit quarterbacks, so the fumbles would anyway. But But the projected, they've already projected our our first and second strings, just based off spring so far. Obviously, nothing is written, but some of them they're not being very decisive on certain positions. Quarterback, Cam Ward, of course, that's number one. Ain't no debating or nothing about that. The only question is who's going to be, quarterback number two. Obviously, Emory Williams and Jakari Brown been in the system already, but Reese Poffenberger, he's already making a name for himself. Accuracy, turn up, very physical, getting down with the playbook pretty well, all that good stuff. So it's going to be interesting battle for second string. But it's a clear cut who the first string quarterback is. Running back wise. If Mark Fletcher is healthy and can return this season, which I'm hearing certain things that might not be the deal, we might be without him this season, then obviously he'll be running back number one, depending on how his fall goes. But if he could come back healthy, and hopefully what I heard is not true, that he might actually be out for the season. So hopefully that's not true. Hopefully he's back. He'll be running back one. A.J. Allen, I think, will be number two. And Jordan Lyle, he might be number three. Obviously, we lost Henry Parrish, to the transfer portal. Chris Johnson is making a name for himself, too. He put on some healthy weight, still speedy guy. Might be one of those guys that's coming out of the backfield or whatever. Speed dude. If we could get him on some curl routes and stuff like that, like we had with Jalen Knighton and all of those guys, he could be very effective on the edge. Speedy guy, like I said, lots of yak when it comes to him yards at the catch. They're also mentioning Elijah Lofton, the tight end. He could possibly be thrown into some positions in the backfield too, because obviously, he does have that size and that strength to actually, be a running back if he, decides so, or if they decide to make some packages for him. Receiving wise, obviously you got outside receivers. Jacoby Brown, he'll definitely. Jacoby George, he'll be definitely number one. I don't think he'll lose his spot this, that, and the third. They already spoke to him about the behavioral situations, costing the team with the penalties and the obnoxious behavior on the field. I think he'll be, receiver one on the outside. Obviously, Mario even did a whole talk about it because they asked about his behavioral problems in the interview. I think Night Carr is going to be his backup, so we'll see how they go. Another outside receiver, Isaiah Horton. Right now he's projected starter, and backing him up will be JoJo Trader. Obviously, 4 or 5 star, depending on which site you want to use. Receiver just came out doing impressive things, making a name for himself so far in spring. And then you have slot, of course, Xavier Restrepo, Miami's leading receiver in, I think, receptions and yardage or whatever. So backing him up would be none other than Ray Joseph so far. But like I said, these are just predictions and projections for, the spring. So definitely think JoJo Trader, y'all, I'm with you on that, Hammer. I definitely think that Ham with the 2 M's. I definitely believe that, those guys are going to get a lot of play time. They're going to be rotated in. Yeah.
Are y'all dipping into the portal, T2Y?
The portal, it's tough to say. I think, at this point, it's tough to say because we still got a lot of guys in certain, positions. If we do, I think it probably would be like maybe a corner, maybe safety,
Okay.
or a corner. Those are what I would, probably improve on. And if they want to, maybe another ready to go dynamic wide receiver. But it's definitely got to be some guys that's not plug and play, guys that's ready to go out there and get it done right away. Guys that are ready to start, they want to start us. If it's none of that, then we're good with what we got. Tight end position, a lot being said about Elijah Arroyo. He's back healthy, doing his thing. But most of the praise and most of the attention has been on Elijah Lofton this spring. Basically, he's one of those guys that's out of size. That's the measurables ain't really spitting tight end, but he can't. He's just a what's the word for it? He's just a freak of nature. He's out there defying the odds, kind of like what Ruben Bain did. They basically saying that Ruben Bain didn't have the measurables to be doing what he's doing. Elijah Lofton is one of those kind of guys, but it's probably be up to Elijah Lofton and Riley Williams to see who secure that second spot. I know we got 9-year senior Cam McCord coming back. Don't know where he'll fit in. Probably more of a blocker than anything, even though he don't want to be called a blocker. But that's tough. Offensive line, of course, you guys already know how things are right now. Left tackle, more than likely, Jalen Rivers, and backing him up, Markel Bell. Markel Bell is a huge phenomenon right now, especially in the weight room. I think he's lifting like 700 and something. I can't quite remember the number, but it's up in the 700s. That's a strong dude. Left guard, Samson Okanola, and then Lou Cristobal. Lou Cristobal, man. Let's talk about Lou Cristobal for a second. Lou Cristobal is making headways. This spring, this scrimmage, 8 pancakes at the line of scrimmage. 8 pancakes. Last year when I watched Lou Cristobal, I was like, I was dead serious. I was like, yo, man, get this man off my field. Get this man off my field. Like, what is going on, Mario? Are we just bringing in guys because they family? Get this dude off my field. But now, that magic, that work that Mario Cristobal and Maribal is doing, it just shows you they could turn some of these linemen's careers around. They could develop linemen without a doubt. You see Lou Cristobal went from bona fide scrub to getting 8 pancakes. Shout out to Stephen A. The center position, Zach Carpenter, and backing him up more than likely Ryan Rodriguez. Right guard, Anez Cooper, backing him up more than likely Tommy Kinsler. The offensive line we got together before, flipped him from Florida. Shout out to Billy Napier and them boys. Can't keep lines locked in. Right tackle, of course, Francis Maligo, 5-star, started as a freshman last year. Got a little banged up, but he'll be ready this season more than likely. And backing him up, Matthew Gray. McCoy, what I said, right? That's the offensive line prediction. Defensive line prediction. Starting defensive end, you'll probably have C.J. Clark on the end. I'm sorry, C.J. Ruben Bain on one end, and you'll have more than likely Elijah Alston on another end, and then Najee Kelly running back, depending on how he comes off that injury. And obviously backing up Ruben Bain, more than likely will be a key member also coming up. And defensive tackle, you'll go with Jared Harrison Hunt, backed up by the Middle Tennessee transfer, Mark Cook. Strong dude right there. Mark Cook, strong dude. And defensive tackle also, C.J. Clark, backed up by Ahmed Moulton. Linebackers. Weak side, Wesley Bassett, more than likely will be backed up by Bobby Puritt. Came in, had a phenomenal spring so far. Get a lot of praises from the coaches and stuff. So, got a high freshman.
Got a what, man? Oh, no, man.
And then in middle linebacker, you got.
We just talking about. They be talking about sports, the Gators, Hurricanes, them.
All right, so Popo, he'll be backing up more than likely Kiko, and strong side you'll have Bobby Puritt and Bobby Washington, carrying those packages. So
I wish it was a game on. I wish it was a game on.
Hey, Henry Lee, you got UFL football. UFL football is on.
All right, and to round it off, cornerback Damari Brown or Jadaeus Richards, that's all that corner. And on the other side, Darrell Porter will start, followed by Robert Stafford. Then at nickel, you'll have Powell, Daylon Day will back him up. Daylon Day coming in this season. And safety, you got Savion O'Reilly. He'll be more than likely back. Zaquan Patterson is having a great Zaquan Patterson, he's having a great spring so far, being very physical, going to impact as a freshman right away. And Jaden Harris, he'll more than likely be the starting safety, backed up by Markeith Williams. I think Markeith Williams needs to put on a little bit more weight if you want to be able to sustain that position. And that's pretty much it. That's the projections and predictions for our spring, after spring.
That was the last time I cooked. Oh yeah, bumper. Yeah, come handle it.
All right, so quick intermission. We're gonna listen to Henry Lee Recipe Book. Fried gator tail. Norville lion pies.
Lima beans, pinto beans.
Oh man, transfer portal rice.
Hey, what was FSU's recruiting class rank, man? Were they in the top 10?
No. Florida or Florida State didn't make it into the top 10 in recruiting.
What?
Nope, not neither one of them garbage trash.
Wait. Somebody fact check that, man. Somebody in the chat, man. Hey, name the recruiting classes for Florida, Florida State, and Miami, man. For the 24 class, man. What was their rankings? I want to know.
Hey, I'm going to do you one better. I'm going to put it on the screen. I'm trying to tell you, the boys is hot garbage in recruiting. Miami finished with number 4.
Yeah. I know y'all was top 10, yeah.
Florida State, 12. Florida, 14.
Okay, 12 and 14. I got you.
When it comes to recruiting, when we talk about Florida and Florida State, we don't talk about top 10. We talk about top 15.
Okay, I got you, bro.
Going into top. Speaking of recruiting, though, Miami recently did get a commitment out of a running back. Quick update so far. Clemson's already bumped out there with 11 commitments. Obviously ACC team. Notre Dame's actually got 19 commitments already so far. Now, obviously, recruiting is and not a sprint. You got to wait all the way down to National Signing Day. Some of these guys gonna flip and all that. But 19 commitments this early, that's crazy.
It's March, man. It's March, so yeah, that's a lot of commitments for March.
And you're a Georgia fan. Y'all was sitting at number 16 with 5 commits. Miami, North Carolina, another ACC team, they're sitting at number 19 with 6. Miami also has 5, sitting at 20. Florida State Seminoles, they have 4 commitments, sitting at number 23. And the Florida Gators, they got 5 commitments, sitting at number 28. So even right now with their 5 commitments, Miami got better commitments than Florida so far. We both got 5 commitments. We number 20, they number 28. It's just something different about us than them. We're just better than them. That's just what it is. We're just better.
That's just what it is, huh, T2Y?
You're better than them.
Yo, what up, y'all? What's going on?
What up, man? What's going on?
Oh, I got some breaking news for y'all, man. Breaking news, man. Breaking news. Hey, I found Florida Trucker.
What pit stop did you find him at?
Hey, shout out to my boys from Utah, my man D and Larry Frank. My man was in the he was in the comments.
Oh, what video?
Yeah, Florida Trucker must have had this.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. But yeah, it's on the newest video. Up there in Utah. Check him out. I said, man, we got people looking for you, man. Where you been? He said, tell them to keep looking.
That's funny.
He said he been on vacation.
My boy say
Okay.
he ain't paying none of y'all then.
That's
Yeah,
where he
he
went
went
on
on a
vacation with the
9 month
money he
vacation.
ain't pay off.
He went on that
That's what
9 month
it is.
vacation.
That's why I don't get no bets with nobody.
Man, bro. Yeah.
This is my
But I
bet.
was trying to tell you on Twitter too, T2Y about it, but I couldn't message you and tell y'all. So I was like, man, I hope he go live. I just came out of church, lo and behold, T2Y is live. I said, oh yeah. I said, I wonder if Sarge is gonna be there. Ding 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 ding.
Man, speaking of missing people, Peanut done popped back up.
Since when? Oh, he ain't. I don't know what
Oh,
he popped back up.
Hey, Peanut, you ain't told me Alabama was a basketball school now. Now that Nick Saban don't retire, y'all don't turn into a basketball school.
Lord have mercy.
You ain't tell me that.
Him
My boys
again.
in the Final
Oh
Four
Lord.
right now. They beat the brakes off Clemson yesterday. But you ain't tell me that, Peanut.
Peanut don't care about no basketball.
Man, he might as well start caring because Alabama about to be a basketball school. Georgia done damn near took over the SEC. But nah, let me stop.
80% of Gump fans do not care about no freaking basketball.
Let me ask y'all something, especially you, Peanut. Do you think Kalen DeBoer is going to make Alabama a better school than Georgia in the upcoming season? You think he will eventually become a better coach than Kirby Smart?
Hey, T2Y, it's not DeBoer, it's DeBum.
Listen, man, until he earned his stripes, I'm going to call him whatever I want to call him.
It's Kalen DeBum.
The bum. That's tough.
Oh, man.
Y'all already done gave that man a whole bad nickname already.
See, Peanut said, I don't like college basketball. See, I told you, Peanut don't care about no basketball, dog.
Man, you had me almost thinking I was wrong for calling him DeBoer.
It's DeBum.
Hey, Renee, what you think about y'all trash-ass offensive line? Yeah, we can hear you. What you think about Florida State? Y'all offensive line like you swimming. Y'all offensive line gave up like 10 sacks this spring. So your offensive line gave up like 10 sacks. Y'all don't gave up like 10 sacks in the scrimmage.
Oh, you talking about practice?
Nah, y'all scrimmage. Y'all had a scrimmage on Thursday. Your offensive line can't protect you.
He said that offensive line look like Swiss cheese.
So you talking about practice, right?
Y'all offensive line picked right up where y'all left off at the Orange Bowl.
No, the Orange Bowl wasn't practice, Henry Lee.
These boys, they don't care about practice. And then when they get beat what were they doing in practice?
Well, maybe that's the problem. Maybe they thought the Orange Bowl was practice.
Lie to take the test determined that was a lie.
See, that's the thing. They thought the Orange Bowl down in Miami was practice.
Yeah. Flag and flip.
Them boys don't care about practice, but as soon as they get whooped,
I think they'll pull it together. They ain't got no choice.
Yeah, you got to hit the transfer portal, man. You ain't got no team without a transfer portal.
And really, you sound like you in the transfer portal. Oh, we lost him. And Chris sounded like he out on the lake taking a swim.
Oh, my bad. My window down. Hold on. All right. Let's see. Is that better?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's what that was. All right. That's what my bad. Try to get some air circulating in there. But it's all good though, man. It's all good.
All I know is if you got a good D line, yeah, you got a good D line, you're gonna eat on Florida State this year.
Mike, check.
Yeah.
Mic check.
Mike,
We can
Loud
hear
and clear. Loud and clear.
hey, can I go now?
you. Yeah,
Can I go?
we can hear you. We can hear you.
I was sitting up here checking. I asked you a question. I was at so can I go now?
Oh yeah.
We listening. We listening.
I know we got to have something to talk about. It ain't no football being played. I know we got to have something.
Henry Lee. Hey, Henry Lee. Who's your supervisor? Megatron?
He's a
Why you say
Decepticon.
You sound like a robot right now. Like you on Cybertron.
Eat on.
Yeah, your connection sucks. You gotta stop sharing phone plans with Peanut.
Yeah, your connection is like your offensive line.
They say your connection back worse than your offensive line right now.
We got a good.
Cap. Flag on the play. Cap.
If you think y'all got a good offensive line, y'all in trouble.
We just
Nah, your defensive line ain't that good.
Somebody in the chat earlier said they had the best defensive line in the nation.
Shit. Oh. Nah, that's a lie. Nah, don't put that on us. Y'all line was like that before we even faced y'all. No.
Y'all can keep that, dude. We're gonna send them. We're gonna make sure we do a couple wheel routes when he out there.
I say
Their best linebacker is Marvin Jones.
I said the transfer.
Yeah, we're gonna send a couple wheel routes his way.
Yeah, they got Marvin Jones Jr. in the transfer portal. That's their best linebacker on the team right now.
We're gonna make him look silly like y'all did. We're gonna send him on a wheel route.
We'll see. We'll see what all this look like here in a minute.
Y'all better hope him and
we're gonna find out real soon.
That's what y'all better do. Make sure him and Farmer check don't bounce.
Them Ohio State checks been bouncing.
Have they now?
Like
Yeah. They players talking about they want to leave. There's a bunch of players who want to leave, bro.
I ain't gonna Ohio State down like that, boy.
This shot,
Caleb Downs said he might leave. Quashawn Jones.
This shot down for the year. This Miami winning season.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Yeah, I'm used.
Cause all that talk about it, I ain't know about you. Gonna have to show me. damn talking about it. I need to see it. I don't want to hear about it. Show me. That's it. Yeah, I'm good on that. I need to see production. I ain't trying to hear all of that. Oh yeah, this our year, this, that, all that other kind of nah. Miss me with that. Show me that it's our year. Show it. Gotta keep me quiet. For real. And y'all is following Florida State. Y'all better pray y'all get it together. Y'all ain't got no choice. We'll see what happened with y'all too. So
Show you what.
that's all. And the Gators, I pray for y'all. You said what, bro?
You talking
I have no idea. What is he talking?
Yeah, him relief.
Hey,
Yeah, you spotty. You spotty, bro.
I was
For
calling
real.
my
You spotty.
grandson. Nigga, I
No,
heard.
no lie, no jokes.
Yeah, him
Yeah, you
relief.
going. Yeah,
Sound
your
like you
signal is messed up, bro.
are.
Yeah, your signal messed up, bro. Real bad. That's that Leon County connection. That's tough.
I can't wait for them spring games.
Hey, when we playing that? Is that on the 12th or the 13th of April, T2I?
That's 13th. I can't.
13th?
I ain't even worrying about ours. I want to see what Florida's look like. I already know what they expect from us. I want to see what Florida look like so I can know if we're gonna beat them 38-14 or something.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what it look like, though, my brother. We will see. We shall see, my brother.
Scrimmage 1 is in the books.
Sir. That's cool and all. That's cool and all.
Man, shout out to all the people out there. Happy Easter, everybody.
Yeah, man. Yeah, happy Easter to you all, man. Happy Easter to you all. For real. If y'all haven't reserved y'all copy of EA college football, y'all better go ahead and do it before it's sold out. I'm telling you.
Man, I ain't with that.
Huh?
I ain't with that. I got a button on my PS5 that say download.
Oh, you got a digital? You got the digital system?
I got the digital and the CD. I
Damn.
don't need the CD. I just need to hit download. That's it. So I ain't waiting in no line. I ain't pre-ordering that.
Oh, is it up there on the Play Store already?
Yep.
For real? Oh, I gotta go home and get that. I gotta go see that after I come from Walmart.
You can't buy it, but it's there when you type
Yeah. I was just wondering if it was there. That's what I want to know.
that shit
Shoot.
I already put it on wish list. So as soon as it pop up,
Okay. Well, that's what's up, man. Shoot. I'm gonna go home, check that out, cause I ain't know if it was up there or not. I don't know if it was too soon or whatever the case is, but yeah, thanks for telling me that, brother. 'Cause I definitely will be going home and check that out. Oh, and they said they ain't got to do no lines or nothing like that. They ain't got to do all that. I'm gonna just go ahead and just get mine and just go.
so
Yeah.
they got a little bit of footage coming out of they spring.
I want to check that out, see what that looks like as far as what they spring.
They ain't gonna show too much.
Nah, Mario like to keep stuff under wraps.
No, I'm talking about the Gators. They just showing the
Oh.
players coming out there for the spring. For the spring.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah.
Not too much.
But when you get a chance, though, T2Y, go check out my boy Florida Trucker. He on there, you talk. Because even D was like, oh, we got somebody on the enemy lines over here, but it's all love. You got my man over here. You know what I'm saying? I was like, what?
Who's looking for
No.
What's the name of the other guy that we're looking for? Because he owed some money.
Oh, I don't know, bro. But I know the reason why I know Florida Trucker because is we've been talking about it. I ain't gonna pull a Florida Trucker on y'all. I ain't gonna do this third. Like damn, he like Diddy right now, boy.
Man, Diddy ain't hiding though.
Nah, he ain't hiding. But they dogging his ass out though.
But I'm gonna share this with y'all. I got to go on a hiatus for about 20 minutes, so I'm gonna share this with y'all so y'all can hear Billy Napier press conference from yesterday after the scrimmage.
Okay.
So I'll be back in about 20.
Oh hell, might as well listen to Charlie Brown. Get ready for it.
To practice 6, 7, and 8. You find out what type of team you have. And I told the staff, and find out what type of staff we had. And I think we made progress this week. You think about today, we're kind of at the halfway point. Scrimmage number 1, first time we've tackled. First time we've kind of managed the in-game situation piece as players. And I think it's really reflected what I've seen for the first 7. I think practice has been very competitive. I think we've got a group of veteran players that are doing a good job kind of setting the tone and being a really good example. And then I see the young players, some of which were here last year and some of which we just got here, continue to make progress. So, I do think that I've been pleased with what I see. I do think that the next 2 weeks are going to be critical. And I think that's the big takeaway with the players today walking off the field was we're halfway, and it's important that we have a great focus over the next 2 weeks. So critical 2 weeks to come. We've got to get really specific about the areas where we need to improve. We'll present plans to the players individually, the position groups, the units, and the entire team. I do want to talk about this past weekend we had our chalk talk, and it was an A+. I thought it was well organized. We had more coaches than we ever had, and we had representation from all the parts of the organization from an NFL standpoint, and really good for the high school coaches, good for our players, and certainly from a professional development standpoint, really good for our staff. So it's been a good weekend, and thought we finished the right way today. We're 2 weeks out from the Orange and Blue game, and really excited about what's to come. So critical 2 weeks coming up. What do we got? Right. Well, I think we only get to get on the grass with the players so many times, right? Especially with pads on. So process, from a process standpoint, from a fundamental standpoint, right? I think each individual player is in a little bit different place. And part of coaching is getting someone from point A to point B. And even though we may have some veteran players, they're all still growing and developing. There's still things to learn, right? So at this point, we try to get really specific with each player. So we'll take tomorrow and Monday, and we'll basically evaluate each player individually and say, okay, hey, let's give this guy some direction over the next 2 weeks, narrow the focus, and then we back up. Each position coach will think about his group as a whole. And then the units, we'll get together offensively, defensively, the special teams group, and think about, okay, hey, because most of your concepts are built at this point. You got probably 80% of the installations in. Now you get specific with fundamentals, special situations, maybe position flexibility, right? Moving guys around, We'll flip our 4 core special teams players, guys that will play on all 4 phases, things of that nature. But, yeah, no doubt. And, look, when we get done April 13th and we walk off the grass out here after the orange and blue game, we'll build plans for OTAs, right? They take about 3 weeks off before we come back for summer school, and then we'll get specific. I meet with the players twice a year individually, once back in January, and then I'll meet with them before we start in the summertime. Yeah. Yeah. I think first of all, I would say he's impressed me with his ability to learn, retain information, and then he picks it up really quickly. And then his ability to take it from meeting room to walk through and then do it in a practice setting. Today was good for him, right? He had to play the situations as they arose throughout the scrimmage. I think the big next step for him is the game management piece, right? I actually asked him on the field today, I say, hey, did you play poker growing up, right? Did you actually play cards growing up, right? You play Texas Hold'em and you get a 3 and a 4, you fold your cards and you go to the next hand, So he obviously didn't play poker growing up, but sometimes you get dealt a bad hand and you got to learn how to play the next hand, So playing the next play, managing the situation, thinking of your decision-making relative to the game and the team within that setting, I think he's done a really good job in the practice setting. Today was new for him, right? So every day is a new learning experience for him, but he is a quick learner, and he did a lot of good today. I think made some plays with his feet, played with a group, the twos most of the day. So, I think that's where he's at. I think he's got physical talent. He's picked it up quickly, and now it's just the game management pieces next.
Overall offensive line, are you seeing the continuity, the chemistry there? You got the 2 new pieces on the outside, and you moved Damian on the inside.
Mm-hmm. About that, please? Yeah, the pocket's been cleaner. I think that's one of the bright spots so far. The length on the edges has been the major difference maker. I think the ability the 2 portal tackles, Devin and Brandon, have done a great job. And they're getting quality work because of Cam and Austin being banged up, right? So that forces Fletcher and Caden into the action with the 2s, and they've done a great job. So, you're out there with the first and second group, and you're 6'7", 6'7", 6'8", 6'7 and a half. We're just much better on the edges, and you get Austin and Cam back, for the summer. So, and Jake and Nijay and Damian obviously have experience. Bryce Lovett's been a bright spot. He has developed nicely. He's been one of the more impressive young linemen. Christian Williams is doing good things. Rod Kearney showed some position flexibility, being able to play center and guard. So Rob's done a good job with that group. We've added some quality players, and I think John, just in a short amount of time, Coach DeCoster's helped our group improve.
Have they made the progress so far that you anticipated through midway?
Some of them a little better than I thought, to be quite honest with you. To see all those young kids, I think we were right in the evaluation process, I guess is what I would say. I think we took some height, length, developmental players, and I think they're going to be good players for the Gators.
As far as the offense and the defense going head-to-head, any intriguing things that you saw in any position groups that stood out?
Yeah, I got one for you today. Now, this might not be the story you want, but there's a play out there today, and you guys and I have talked a lot about our walk-on program and how important it is. We were lacking in that area. when we got here. And we've built, I mean, I would say we got 116 players out there right now. And I think this fall we may be at 130, 135 for the first time. There was a play today. Tyreek Norwood plays edge for us, okay, and he dropped into coverage today and intercepted a pass, okay. And you would have thought, I mean, both sides went nuts, okay, because Tyreek Norwood is a 6-year player, okay. He's a guy who was in school here, came to the walk-on tryout, gave us 1 million reps on the scout team, tears his ACL. Okay, this guy is construction management, right? He's in grad school. Okay, he just tore his ACL. I mean, most people would say, hey, my football career's over, right? But this guy went through the rehab process, returned to play. He's out there as a 6-year player that's a graduate student in construction management, picks off the pass, and the players went crazy. So that's probably not one that you'll write about, but I think it is a sign that the walk-on program matters. He's having a good experience. He's been involved in the Gator Made piece. He has access to the resources the other players have, and I think it's important on a football team that you appreciate everyone's role. So that was a good one. Now, I thought today it was much like 1 through 7. It was competitive. You know, there's bright spots in all parts. And I thought we made plays on defense. I thought we had great energy. We tackled well today. I thought in the secondary in particular, we tackled well. We made the offense turn the ball over. The offense had a couple turnovers in the red area. Pretty clean for the most part. There was a few penalties I would say I was disappointed with, but overall it was back and forth. I would say defense probably got the best of the offense today, but there were bright spots on both sides. I thought the kicking game was really good. Thought we got good competitive work in all 6 phases of the team.
From an operational standpoint, you guys are using the radio technology.
Yeah.
How has that been adjusted in practice and then playing out today, and then just with a couple new coaches, just operational?
Yeah.
First time getting on the field in the situation.
Yeah, it was good. It's really good. You know, I think the coach-to-player communication piece has been a huge change, first of all, in terms of how you operate, but it's been a blessing to some degree. It's really helped our operation on offense, and I think for DJ, that's just a huge advantage, the ability to talk to the quarterback all the way up until 15 seconds, right? So it's helped him play cleaner as a young player, and it changes your approach a little bit, you know, in terms of strategy and how you execute your offense. And I think it'll change the defense approach a little bit too, relative to maybe how the game has been played in the past. So headsets were clean today. You know, I mean, there's a handful of things that we can clean up as you would anticipate, but Ron was upstairs, John was upstairs, good communication there. D&D field zone, everything was really clean. It's good.
Time for a few more guys.
Yeah, no, I think, Graham is in year 2. He's starting. You think about what Graham did last year, right? He moved to a different country and learned a new language, essentially, right? New group of people. Graham starts with a leadership presence and credibility, right? He starts in January. You know, essentially this is his team to some degree. And I think that's probably the big takeaway, is he has a voice and a presence for the month of January, February, and March. Now, we're in the football piece where that's even more impactful because he's communicating with the players each day. But, yeah, I mean, Graham, I think, has earned the respect of his teammates with the way he prepares, right? This guy lives in the building, very process-oriented. He's maximizing all parts of his day. And he's an example. You know, we talk about the quarterback kind of being the standard bearer for the entire organization. Think about good teams. Typically, the quarterback sets the pace, right? So he's done that. You know, I think we are trying to get Graham to be more aggressive without being careless. I think the narrative on him coming in, obviously everybody talked about the interceptions at Wisconsin and all that. He proved that he could play clean ball last year, and then I think now it's about, trying to improve the calculated risk, right? Let's try to be aggressive and manage the game and eliminate careless play, but let's try to go create more explosives and distribute the ball, be the point guard and push the ball down the court. Yeah, that's correct. I think so. That's a good analogy. Yeah, no, I felt it was good. I think we ran a little bit after too. Yeah, our bigs in particular, I think, are in a lot better place. I think we'll have some numbers for you here at the end of the spring. We can sit down, but I think all the body comp stuff is going to prove to be exceptional. And I think ultimately you got to think about what we're trying to do here is build the best player development team of people that we can. Want the players to have the best resources and the best expertise in those areas, and I think the strength and conditioning paired with the sports science, you throw Jake into the mix, and then the injury prevention component with the training room and the recovery. So I'm pleased with that, and I think we're in a good spot. I do think in the beginning of spring ball, no matter how much work you do in the beginning, football conditions are a little bit different, right? But we've hit our rhythm. I think our bigs in particular are in a better place, and then I think the skill, I think we'll look up the lean mass numbers. I think we'll be happy with all that. Yeah, it's been great. He's taken advantage of the reps that are available because of Shamar and Derek being out. And look, he was one of the most productive players out there today. I think when we look back at the stats, he made a lot of production for him today. So he's a good communicator. He's got an edge to him. He's big. He's long. And I think, he cares about the place. I think that's one of the reasons why he came back was something about Florida kids. I think there's a connection to the place, and I think there's a pride there that I can respect. He cares about UF.
All right, we'll go to Graham, and then we'll close with Nick. You mentioned the secondary, the experience you've added there in the offseason. How much have you seen that already pay off, and how much is that helping some of these younger guys accelerate their improvement throughout spring?
Yeah, the key deal is the experience piece, right? I mean, you look at all three of the DBs that we added through the portal, ton of experience. And then, Aaron Gates was banged up last year, so to get him back, he's a healthy, very talented player. Devin Moore is finally healthy, and he's got presence out there. And you throw that in there with Jason back, and then all those rookies that played last year, right? Jordan, Sharif, Bryce, Jakeem, Dede. I always think about them leaving somebody out here, but overall, that's a deeper group, and I think we've added some good experience. I was pleased with the way we tackled today. I thought, in particular, those guys did a good job getting the runner to the ground. So, yeah, we need to play better back there, right? And I think Will's done a good job, and I think we're a work in progress, but I like what I see.
Last question, Nick.
You mentioned practice 6, 7, 8 is probably around the time guys maybe tempers start to flare because you're hitting the same guys over and over. Those individual meetings, is that kind of a chance to, like you said, kind of narrow the focus or refocus guys? And then what have you seen in the past, just getting after those meetings, getting out of them for the next 2 weeks?
Yeah, I just think we've taught a lot, right? There's a lot of information that's been taught. We've observed players, and we're kind of in a rhythm, right? We're installing quite a bit. The volume installation will go down, and it will become more about the development piece with each individual player. So less information for them to take on that's new each day, and more about it's not what to do. It's how to do it and why to do it a certain way. And I think that's where the back half of spring really presents opportunity, is you can refine the how to and the why to. And it's not necessarily, man, not a mental error, just know what to do and try to do it. I think now it's about the little things. So I'm hopeful we can get that done. It's a critical 2 weeks to come here.
All right, appreciate everybody being here, but not really being here. Zoom is a beautiful thing. No, I thought it was a good first scrimmage. It's the earliest that I've had a team in spring practice, scrimmage, getting out there for practice 5. I thought it was a good opportunity for guys to see exactly, where they are with, no coaches, no extra assistants, having to go out there and communicate, operate, understand the play that you have, but also, the details and the fundamentals. And, for the most part, I thought the guys did a really good job of understanding the play. It was definitely, I thought it was a lot better than what I really expected. In the understanding of what to do, we've got to continue to improve on how to do it. And the techniques and the fundamentals, some things with our footwork, with our eyes, those are all things that get an opportunity to go and get better. But I thought there was really good plays. I thought the defense, was really good, for the majority of the scrimmage. I thought there was some speed and physicality that definitely showed up. Some impactful plays. You created a couple fumbles. You were able to see the talent and ability that I believe we have on that side of the ball. And I thought the offense did a good job of responding. We had some missed opportunities. Definitely some throws we'd like to have back. But also there were some missed opportunities where we had a chance to finish a play and didn't. And but then there were some explosive moments. Malik Benson had a touchdown. Cam Davis had a touchdown. There was some guys that definitely you showed up. And had some explosive plays. So I like what I'm seeing. I thought the newcomers did a good job. Landon Thomas showed up. Did some really good things. Jalen Lucas got into space I think a couple times. Really just I thought it was a good overall work day for our guys and what we needed to do for scrimmage 1. So with that, I'll take questions.
First question is going to come from Tommy Meyer.
Hey, Coach. With spring practice and all the construction going on, have there been any challenges through scrimmage, or through the practice? Have you noticed any challenges with all the construction going on?
No, I mean there was obviously there's just different elements but we had plenty of space and I guess distractions with construction going on, but ultimately it was good to be able to get in the stadium and for guys to be able to get work out there on the field.
Hey, Mike, was wondering how much did you guys mix and match on the offensive line on the day, and just in general, how did that group hold up?
No, I mean I thought they did some good things. We tried to mix quite a bit and roll different personnel groupings with the 5, and that's something we try to do regardless just throughout the spring practice. I mean you're going to see that quite a bit, but I thought they did a solid job. There were some plays that obviously would be a lot cleaner just in our communication, but I thought there for the most part there was a solid performance.
With obviously all the quarterbacks have looked good so far this spring, but DJ having so much experience, did that kind of give him? Was that obvious going in the stadium, or did Brock kind of have that too, since he's played in some games as well?
Well, I mean, you still look at, Brock does have a year within the system, and there's, I would say that even right now, Brock has probably a little more confidence maybe in some of the things that he's being asked to do, because we've thrown a lot in the installations in the first 4 days. I think DJ's done really well in grasping that. I think he's done really well, in his overall understanding, but now it's just a repetition. And he needed a day like today. And there were some really good moments. There were some, some plays where, kind of, I'd say resorted back to, maybe not the cleanest in his footwork or in his fundamentals, but like that's what today's all about. It's because they've been good. I mean, they've been really good those first 4 days. And I thought Brock had some good moments. He had some challenges. I tell you, I thought Luke was, for our first scrimmage, I thought Luke was outstanding. We really gave him, his last couple of drives, and we tried to put it in his hand, we kind of have to move the ball down the field. And I saw it as he got into the scrimmage, I thought he really did a nice job of being able to go and execute. So it was good for all those guys to have positive moments. But then, there was definitely some plays and things that we got to clean up when it comes to just the finer details, and that will definitely come with more repetition.
Hey, Mike, you talked about the plays on defense. I guess what role did the defensive line have in maybe affecting the quarterbacks, affecting some of those throws you said they probably want back?
Yeah, well, I think you got guys, I know Pat had an early sack. You saw, Darrell Jackson definitely flashed. You saw Marvin Jones, Sione, Tomei, all those guys, I thought had good moments. Byron Turner, showed up. It's a mix. It's not just in the passing game, but I'm looking for the impact in the run game. Being able to create penetration. There were some plays that got out on us, and I think the technique and fundamental elements of what we're doing to make sure we're keeping our eyes where they need to be. Will be big and be a big correction coming off of this practice. But I thought the defensive front did a really solid job.
We'll go back to Chris.
You always talk about how you like seeing how newcomers, especially freshmen, respond that first time in Doak. How did that group beyond Luke, who you already talked about, how did they handle it?
I thought they did good. You got Lawayne McCoy made a couple really nice plays. I mentioned Landon. Cam Davis. Looked like he definitely belonged out there. He was rolling with all the different groups. Had a couple of really explosive plays. So I thought that was definitely good to see. Defensively, definitely some flashes. From guys there. Not only in the defensive backfield, but also just throughout the defense. I thought for those young linebackers, for them to be able to get that speed work was good. And we'll get a chance to watch the film and really get a better sense of what that looked like. Ira, nobody can hear you, but we see your mouth.
First scrimmage of the spring. Sorry.
Did you do that on purpose?
No, I wish I could say I did.
Because that would have been really cool if you did.
Malik has been a guy that you've talked up off the field and in a lot of different ways. Just has he been everything you guys hoped he would be, or even more?
No, I mean, we had big expectations. When he came in, this is somebody that we knew too. In the previous part of the recruitment, just a sense of who he is, the talent and ability that he had. He did play a good amount. Maybe he didn't have the catch production, but when you see talent and ability, I felt that it was something that we could continue to help him and provide opportunities to showcase that in a variety of ways. And he hasn't disappointed in any of those things. But I'm excited about that group. I think our receiver group, they could definitely run. There were some big plays that they had out there, and I think he's definitely going to be a part of a lot of different things that we can do. And his speed, athletic ability. He scored a touchdown on really a short pass where he showcased his running ability after the catch, which I was really pleased to see.
Coach, with it being such an early scrimmage in the practice schedule, did you still have referees out there? And if yes, How do you think your team did with overall penalties?
Yeah, we had ACC officials, and that was we've been having a big focus on cleaning up our hand placement and trying to do the best job possible of eliminating any potential penalties. And there were a few that showed up today, and it was as technique, as fundamentals, things that you got to continue to work and develop. But it wasn't. I would say excessively sloppy. There were a few, focus penalties or a few, things that showed up. But, for sometimes new guys coming in and experiencing different things, I thought they handled themselves pretty well. And obviously areas for improvement, but I thought they did a nice job.
You mentioned a couple fumbles, if I recall correctly. Was it a good example of guys jarring the ball loose, or was it bad ball security? I know it's always kind of a catch-22 with practice when it comes to those things.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was first to start off with, aggressiveness to the ball. And that's something that, for us defensively, we've been emphasizing as much as we probably ever have, just and try to incorporate that in all drills. You're trying to create more opportunities, and you see that showing up. And we were able to get a couple balls out, which was definitely good to see. And I think even in times where the ball doesn't come out, we're coaching the ball security element of it offensively. We want it to be better. It's something we take a lot of pride in. And so, an opportunity for offensive guys to grow, coming out of the scrimmage.
Last one's going to come from Kurt.
What did you see, I guess, from the linebacker group? It seems like a group with a lot of guys with something to prove this spring. And I guess we talked a lot about the quarterbacks handling the headsets, but those guys, a lot of them are wearing headsets too. How is that working for them so far?
Well, I thought DJ Lundy looked like, we need him to look. I mean, he was flying all over the field, saw physical plays. He was working in his communication. I'm excited about that group. I think you look at that next group of guys that are trying to really emerge and put themselves in position, whether it's Blake Nicholson, Justin Cryer, Sean Murphy. I mean, and then some of those the younger guys, whether it's DeMarco Ward or obviously Jaden and Napier. I mean, it's a fun group to see compete because they are talented. They have ability. They can run. It's just the finer details of the communication, keeping their eyes where they're supposed to be. But that group has been one of the I would say the pleasant surprises for me throughout these early practices, because their fits are. They're good with their fits. They're good with the communication. They're still working on some of the elements of the coverages, but that can all be expected there early. And but I would say that their progression is you're probably a little further ahead of where I might have even expected of where they are, and I'm excited about what that group's going to continue to develop to be.
All right,
thank you, guys.
Man, that boy Mike Norvell is a fast talker, ain't he? Be stuttering. I got a perfect picture of Mike Norvell for y'all. Here you go, right here. I know y'all are very familiar with this guy. Mike Norvell is a modern day Boomhauer. That's definitely who he sounds like. But anyways, man, spring. A lot going on in spring, so obviously Mario Cristobal has spoken also, so let's take a listen.
Michelle said it was a normal practice for us. Obviously, technique and fundamentals at a premium, but for us, situational football, just playing extended drives, putting us in difficult situations and working all our special teams phases were part of practice today, as well as all the technical and physical that goes with block destruction, the line of scrimmage, the front seven, the O-line, and the tight ends. But open the questions, please.
It's obviously not like Jacoby did anything egregiously wrong or robbed a freight train, but in light of the 3 personal foul penalties late in the season, did you give any thought to removing him from the roster, or was he a guy you just felt like I wanted to invest more time in? Just your thinking.
I think initially, yeah, that comes to mind right away because it's not part of the DNA of the program. It's not what we want to be as a program. And then you also have to stop for a second and think, well, it's your job to find a way to get it right until you can't get it right. And we've invested a lot in him, and there's been a lot of growth and development, and it's time for that to show as a teammate, as a guy who's completely committed to being the best he can be to help the team win. And I believe we're headed in the right direction, and I think he knows that. I think this is going to end really well with him. So that's the path we have chosen to take. And so, but I understand the question. It's always something that comes to the forefront when dealing with a team and culture. You got to get it right, and we're committed to doing so.
Start spring season here for you. How important is it for you to make a step forward here, and what's the comparison from year one for you?
Oh, well, it's very different. I think, there's been a pretty massive roster overhaul and an implementation of a culture, a regimen, and structure, and one that we really believe in, and one that we've had tremendous success at every stop that we've been at, and one that has been making steady progress for about 23, 24 months now, actually a little bit more. And this spring, we've gotten off to a really, really good start, and you see it in the intangibles as much as anything else. Taking care of your business in the classroom, making sure that you're holding your teammates accountable, to be early to everything, understand the playbook, and not only what to do, but how to do it, and doing it at a certain level of intensity, of effort. So I think all those things are coming together, and I think a lot of it is sparked by competition. I think competition a lot of times fixes a lot of things.
How do the pads on now? Are you guys standing out, seeing you guys making big plays, seeing you guys get real physical?
Well, one thing we talked about today is playing time here doesn't discriminate. I think guys like Cam Pruitt have shown early that he's a very physically gifted guy, like a flat out get after it, understands football really well, concepts. Zaquan Patterson really stands out as a young guy that he just gets it. He's played for a long time at a high level, is doing really well. Elijah Lofton, now he's a big guy, 250 plus pounds, fits right in. So many veterans are there. There's a lot of guys that are doing really, really well, which has made practice good because of the competition. JoJo really stands out. You mentioned Jacoby earlier. He's had a really good spring. I would say Isaiah Horton really stands out as a guy that really has come along. Zach Carpenter, Coop keeps getting better and better. McCoy, we've had some guys to step up and roll. Wesley Bissaint's had a really big spring. Really excited about his progress because now he's weighing 228, 230 pounds. He's running like he did when he was 170, and he understands. He understands, and he's playing like he understands. So there's a good amount of guys. I probably missed a few, but they'll get sensitive, but I'll handle them later, I guess,
What has Jim Ward showed since the pads have come on?
He's tough. He's physical. He's a relentless competitor. He's everything you want in an offensive lineman and a linebacker, except he's really super talented. He doesn't take it for granted. He's very humble, yet competitive. He is not afraid to take a stand as a leader in terms of accountability, holding himself accountable, holding his teammates accountable, which is critically important as a quarterback, right? You want that guy to be a total alpha dog, and he is. And he's in a room with alphas, and I think that it's contagious. So far, the part that really stands out for him is as all those things combined, plus he's really hungry. Like if you get to the building, whatever time you get to, he'll be first one here.
I think two guys that everyone feels compassion for are Zion and Travante, with the knees and the travails they've gone through. With Travante, have you seen flashes of pre-injury? And with Zion, I know you addressed this a couple weeks ago. Is there hope in your mind that he could play for you again this fall?
Oh, good question. Today is when Travante, something clicked today. Because we've been seeing a guy that's been a little bit tentative and then kind of a flash, but today there was a guy running behind his pads, running at 230, accelerating, running through contact, running his feet through contact, catching the ball really well out of the backfield. Today was his best day. Today is something that gives us hope that he can return to form. With Zion, it's been a wait and see. I know he's really frustrated. We all feel for him, always in our prayers and thoughts, and just hoping he gets better. I know he's trying, but that'll be up to him and his medical situation, whether it can happen or not.
With Elijah Lofton, his ability physically and mentally to play different positions, how unique is that as a early enrollee freshman?
You wish you had a bunch of them, because the truth of the matter is I personally think if he was a linebacker, he'd go over there right now and give everybody a run for their money. That's how much faith we have in him as a freshman. And the fact, he's comes from Bishop Gorman, where it's very high standards, like a lot of the program guys that are here, and he's exceeded expectations, and we've thrown a lot at him, a lot. And so pretty fired up about the guys, so I forgot the question completely. But it's, we talked a lot about Ruben Bain last year, early on, and guys like that, and Francis. And when you start talking about Elijah, you feel a little bit the same way.
You obviously have a lot of young linebackers with a lot of
Yes, sir.
ability. Two veteran ones with Francisco and with Wesley, and Chase, who has some experience. It's still early, but do you have a feel like whether the youth has made enough progress where you don't need another veteran just in the room for depth, or is it too early to tell you that?
It's always too early to tell. I mean, guys that we failed to mention is Popo. Popo's had a great spring. Popo's been really physical, played downhill, knows the system really well, has natural leadership qualities. I think Adarius Hayes has had a great spring so far. Pulliam has flashed. Caleb Spencer, we've kind of bounced him around back and forth at the boundary safety position and at linebacker. And then Chase Smith, he's been exceptional on special teams, and we've been moving him inside and outside. So there's been some good competition there. You're always on the hunt, and you have to be, and really at every single position. And we need to be, and we're going to be very, very aggressive. And I think when the guys have had a chance to meet some of our players and watch some of them, and I think they want to play with some of these guys, so hopefully it'll be a good portal season for us.
With the headset communication now being a thing, how's that process been?
Oh, yeah. It's been good. Just be careful what you say last, right? Because that's probably what's going to happen. So we've been working it since even while we were waiting for the technology to get here. I mean, it looked like the old school days with like pagers and beepers and all that stuff and headsets. But our coordinators, they've gotten really used to it. The iPad technology is something we've dabbled in, but more extensively we'll get into it next week, because that is now part of college football, and it's a little bit different. There's a port, right, and you got to plug your stuff into the server, and then you detach them and use them. There's no data in them, just the plays themselves, but you're seeing stuff and like you would in a film room, and so using it to our advantage, and certainly preparing for opponents to use it to their advantage too are critically important to our preparation now, because come fall, you're going to have 29 practices, and you need a couple more now.
Do you think it'll change the game in terms of like execution, or just
You'll find holes, You'll see things that, tells. You always look for tells, on tape. The slightest adjustment, alignment, physical disposition, leverage can lead to a different call, can lead to player awareness as it relates to a call. There's a lot of teaching that goes with it, and at the same time, you got to be careful to not over inundate your guys with information. So we talk a lot to the NFL guys and how they use it, and it's also about the pros and cons. Having Kenny Dorsey here yesterday was huge. He spoke at our clinic, and he went in depth about what he likes about it, what he doesn't, what he would do, and what he wouldn't do with it. And for us, it was very educational.
All right, so obviously, man, all the coaches that spoke, they gave all the, breakdowns. They all gave their takes on, what's going on with the team, not sharing too much, especially on Miami's end. We definitely don't get too much injury reports. Mario like to be very secretive with that, and, for good reasons. But anyways, guys, I'm going to put the link in the chat. You guys can come on in, your thoughts and opinions on some of the things that we talked about today. Obviously, what all three coaches talked about, Billy Napier, Mario Cristobal, and Mike Norvell, Stuttering Norvell. So the link is in the chat. If you're watching on Twitter or you're watching on Facebook, if you want to be a part of the chat, you can always come over to the Twitter. Not the Twitter, to the YouTube channel. The link is in the chat. You click on there and you can come and, speak your mind. So Florida State fans, Florida Gator fans, Miami fans, fans of college football in general, the link is in the chat. Y'all can give your thoughts and opinions. Yeah, but like I was joking about earlier, Mike Norvell do sound like he sounds just like Boomhauer. Sounds just like Boomhauer off King of the Hill. Try to talk too fast. He be stuttering. His words be mumbled. I'm starting to think that I'm starting to think that he really did graduate from Florida State, even though he didn't. So, like I said, the link is in the chat. Anybody want to come on? Let me know. If not, then we'll wrap this thing up. Been on here for about 2 hours now. Jay, if you want to send me something, get in my inbox on Twitter. DM me on Twitter. I'll give you the address to send it to. I'll give you all the details on Twitter. Get in my inbox. Okay, so last year before we played Florida State, I said it on this channel to all you guys, all my Florida State fans that watch the channel. Basically, if Florida State beat Miami, that I would wear Florida State gear to every Miami home game this season. I'm a man of my words. But there was a stipulation that was said before the bet even made. Florida State fans, y'all agreed to it. So if you guys send me the gear, I will do it. If not, then I won't. Nobody has sent me any gear yet. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I hope none of y'all send me nothing. Because if you don't send me nothing, I don't have to wear your stuff to our home game, which saved me from, everybody looking at me funny, everybody asking me why you got this on, and then I got to explain that to them 100 million times. So if you want me to do it, all you got to do is send the gear. Send the gear. If one person, like I said, I'm a man of my word. If one person send the gear, which is a shirt or whatever, as long as you send me the gear, I will wear it to the Miami Hurricane game. It's what you sent me that I'm gonna wear. So if you just send me a shirt, that's all I'm gonna wear is a Florida State shirt. If you send me a shirt and a hat, I'm gonna wear both of them. If you send me a shirt, a hat, a shoe, some shorts, I'm gonna wear all of it. So it all depends on y'all how I go to these games, Florida State fans. So if you send me the gear, I'll be at all the Miami Hurricane home games in Florida State gear. If you don't send me nothing, then I'm just gonna go like a regular Miami Hurricane fan, and that'll be great for me. That'll be great for me. So, I'm putting it out there. I'm letting you guys know I'm a man of my words. If you send it, I'm gonna wear it. If you don't send me nothing, I ain't wearing nothing. I'm hoping you don't send me nothing. I'm being 100% honest with you. I hope August 31st comes around and nobody has sent me anything. So the deadline to send me anything is August 31st. August 31st. Obviously, that's our first game against the Florida Baby Lizards. Against the Florida Gators. I just got a habit of calling them Baby Lizards. Man, it is what it is. I just call them what they are. So it's our first game. If nobody sent me nothing in, all right, well, cool. Well, I'll just go to the Miami Hurricane games with my regular Miami Hurricane gear just the way I want, just the way I would like it. So for all you Florida State fans that are listening, I know you guys seen the video. It's been shared a couple times on Twitter here and there. All your fans are saying, oh, I can't wait to see you wearing that Florida State gear at Miami games and stuff. Well, so far, so good. None of y'all has sent me nothing, and I love it. Absolutely love it. Big Game James, he reminded me the other day that he did say he's going to send me some gear, and he forgot. I'm going to hope that he keep forgetting. I hope all you Florida State fans forget. Obviously we have a lot of fun over here on the channel. A lot of the Twitter fans don't know what we got going on. So they just go on Twitter, they see the video, they don't know any context behind it. I mean, let's just be honest, I did that deliberately. So, it's shock value and whatever. I post a video on Twitter telling them that if Miami loses to Florida State, I will wear the gear. I didn't tell them the rules behind it because I know they all gullible. Florida State fans on Twitter, they're very gullible. So, I did that. But you guys on here, you guys know the rules are, and it is what it is. So send me the gear, I wear it. Nobody send me the gear, I don't wear it. So y'all already know what I'm praying for. I'm hoping every day when I check my mailbox, there's nothing that got a FSU toothpick on it, the FSU letters on it, the pony on the horse, none of that. I hope I don't get none of that. But anyways, I don't see nobody popping up in the back, so I'm gonna basically call it a day. Appreciate each and every one of y'all for tuning in, for coming on. Oh, hold on, we got somebody. All right, so Canes football talk. What's going on with you?
What's up, man? Can you hear me?
Yeah, perfectly.
Okay, good. Cause I got my daughter headphones in. I couldn't find mine.
Oh, man, did they pink like Kamari birthday cake at Florida State?
No, she don't like pink. Good thing. She like black.
So what's going on, man?
Shoot, nothing, man. Excited for this spring and shoot, can't wait for the fall to get here.
What you looking forward to most?
Honestly, I'm looking forward to seeing first of all, quarterback play because we've been down with that shit. I'm looking forward to the running back Javante Citizen, finally see what he about, finally get to see him on the field. Hopefully he stay healthy to the fall and through the whole fall. I love that I get to see Isaiah Horton. We got to see a little flashes of him last year at the Texas A&M game and whatever. And now we finally get to see him fully, like be on that field and show us his hard work and stuff. And you already know Restrepo, of course. Everybody already know what he gonna do. I don't think he's gonna be nothing short of the ACC top wide receiver again, or even college football top wide receiver again. Who else? Linebackers. Get to see the new linebackers. I'm glad Malgoa came back, but get to see more Wesley Persaint, and some of Popo and Pulliam. And honestly, I want to see what these new safeties gonna do since we don't got James and Cam too. And the corners. I need to see if Damari Brown gonna step up a little bit more, and if Derek Porter's still gonna be that lockdown corner that he is.
Oh, they're saying not Darrell. Damari looking like he NFL ready.
Yeah, I seen that in the interview yesterday that he looked like on that field. He NFL ready. I want to see it.
And it would be good to get a couple picks off Florida State in Florida.
Yeah, and I can't wait to see your favorite player. You've been talking about him last year, and we probably get to see him this year since Bashard left. So that means since Bashard left, he moves up. That means Ray. I want to see that boy.
Oh, definitely. I want to see how they gonna use him this year.
Yeah, man.
Restrepo came back, so I definitely want to see how much rotation is gonna be in that position.
Yeah, Restrepo came back, but I feel like he'll be right behind Restrepo. Like I said, was it Bashard in front of Ray?
You can say so because Ray didn't get too many snaps last year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So since Bashard gone,
Bashard didn't get much touches either.
Yeah, he didn't, but Bashard got to do the kickoff returns. Now we probably get to see Ray do the kickoff returns. I believe they put Ray back there.
Yeah, I hope so.
If we put Ray, if they put Ray back there, I believe we get at least.
I think the guy that could possibly be considered, depending on his hands and coordination and all that stuff. I think Chris Johnson, because he's a speedy running back.
Oh yeah, Chris Johnson. Oh yeah, I forgot about him. I forgot about Chris Johnson. I thought that was Chris Johnson's son when I first heard his name.
I think he's possibly one of the fastest guys on the team.
Yeah, I heard. So hopefully we get to see. Hopefully, I want to see that. Yeah, man. Heck yeah, man. Christopher John. We just got so much talent, man. Honestly, I just want to see who steps up this year. To be honest with you, that's my look. Is who steps up this year. But the main positions I'm looking for to step up this year, since we lost James and Cam, in the backfield, the safeties, I want to see who step up back there this year. I got high hopes on Markeith Williams. To be honest with y'all, I don't know if anybody else like him like that, but I got high hopes on Markeith Williams.
As long as he put on some weight.
Yeah, he need to put a little bit more weight on. He is a little skinny, but I got high hopes on him. I think he can still produce and give us something.
I saw him was in the bowl game, and he grabbed on to the offensive guy, but he was holding on for dear life. Thank God he had got some help.
Yeah, I seen that. I forgot all about that. You reminded me. Yeah, man. Hopefully, man, he get it right, man. But I heard that boy might I can't say if his name Patterson.
Saquon.
Uh Zaquan Patterson. I heard he might. It looked like he might be jumping some people, man.
Yeah, very physical out there. Getting
Yeah,
to it.
yeah. He looked like honestly, he looked like another James Williams out there.
Yeah, he ain't afraid to hit.
Yeah, because you know how James was. James was afraid to hit. He like another James.
Man, yeah, he looking promising. Chris, what's going on?
Yo, what up, man? What up, y'all? What up, Kane Football Talk? What up,
What
big
up,
brother?
Chris? What up, Chris? What you doing, man? How you been, man?
Boy, I'm chilling, boy. I just got in the house. I had to put some stuff up, so now I can get to sit and relax and
Heck yeah.
chill.
Well,
Talk some
yeah,
Kane
man.
football with y'all boys, man.
Heck yeah. Oh yeah. Let me say Happy Easter to everybody, man. Happy Easter, man.
Yes, sir. Happy Easter.
Hopefully somebody got some stuff on the grill. You ain't putting nothing on the grill, T2?
What happened?
Well, I
What
don't
you
know.
said?
I think he said that you ain't you putting anything on the grill.
Yeah, my fault. I had my children walk up on me, but yeah, cause I'm at the park with my kids. But yeah, TTY, you ain't putting nothing on the grill. Anybody? Chris? Anybody? Shoot.
Man, look at him.
I'm good. I'm just
I'm
enjoying watching March Madness tonight.
Okay, man, I ain't watching it unless my team in it.
Right. Now, as far as to answer your question, no, I ain't putting nothing in the grill, but I am putting something in the pot. I'm putting a little something in the oven. Got some barbecue chicken, mac and cheese, cornbread, some greens. You know what I mean? Cornbread.
Yeah,
Light.
Yeah, that sounds good right there.
Y'all put a one in the chat if y'all want me to tell y'all what my girl cooking tonight.
I want to know.
Put a one in the chat, everybody, because I want to know.
Daddy, got Play-Doh one.
But when I tell y'all, don't be jealous now.
Put a one in the chat. What is it? Oxtails?
Oh hell
no.
Jerk chicken?
Nothing wrong with no oxtail. No, I don't like jerk chicken.
Oh, you don't like jerk chicken?
I'm probably the only Jamaican that don't like jerk chicken.
That's crazy.
Wait, which one is that one? Is that the one with the yellow sauce, or is that or is that the other one? The one with the brown sauce?
That's the spicy one.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Oh man, let me tell you real quick while everybody put the one in the chat to get T2 to tell us what his wife cooking. I remember last year, man, I had like 2 years ago, man, I had cooked some jerk chicken for me and my wife and my kids, man. I had cooked some jerk chicken, like cook some chicken, put some jerk sauce on it. I ended up getting the hottest jerk chicken and put too much jerk chicken on the chicken.
Yeah, no,
Jerk,
boy.
yeah, and we couldn't even eat the chicken. My wife tried to go and water it down, and it did nothing worked.
Nah, boy.
Yeah, man, it was crazy. It was a funny thing.
That's tough, boy.
Your stomach boiling.
Boy, what? Ain't the only thing boiling.
Yeah. I mean, shoot, we couldn't even really eat the chicken. It was too hot. We couldn't even eat it. It was like we basically wasted a whole thing of chicken, so we couldn't eat it.
But that's a lesson learned.
You Jamaican?
Yeah.
Lesson learned.
Who? Me?
You Jamaican? Yeah.
My daddy's Jamaican. He had passed away in 2015.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Thank you. No, but he Jamaican. I ain't never know him. I just Yeah.
To be honest, I don't even know what I am. I'm just a mixed mutt.
And shoot, by that in 2024, almost everybody a mixed mud, no?
For real, bro. I'm Indian. I got Cherokee, Blackfoot. I got African American. I don't know if I got Egyptian in me or what. My niece looked like a China doll. I'm telling you, it's ridiculous. For real.
Crazy, man.
That's a theme. If you're looking at the screen right now, that's a theme for August 31st. We Gator hunting.
Oh, I like that picture.
Oh boy,
I love that picture. That's on your Twitter.
Yeah,
I'm still in the picture.
you can have it.
I'm a still.
That's nice right there. That's nice right there.
Listen,
I ain't gonna lie.
when we
I'm the
done, when
I'm
we
the Twitter
done,
picture stiller.
when we done in the swamp, ain't nothing gonna be up there but pythons.
Boy.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Pythons
That's
and
tough.
snapping turtles.
We coming to take over the swamp. Here's
Boy.
a fun fact. We got a winning record in the swamp and in the old camp stable.
Do we now?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I knew about the stadium made out of trailer insides and stuff like that in Trailer Hassy. I knew about that.
Speaking of them
But I didn't
trailers
know.
at the stadium, the west side of their stadium gonna be like some high school bleachers this year. Obviously, they got construction going on. You know, they renovating that thing. So the west
Wow.
side is gonna be basically a whole bunch of bleachers.
That's good. So
So
when we play them, it's gonna be a half
we play at home.
done stadium.
We play at home, so we ain't got to worry about it.
Oh, my fault. You talking about the Seminoles? I thought you were talking about the Gators. My fault.
Yeah, they renovating Dope Cam right now. They got construction going on in the stadium as we speak.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Wow.
Once that renovation gets done, then we'll see what their stadium look like. It's actually a downgrade more than an upgrade when they done because they losing seating. They're just gonna be charging.
Yeah.
They're just gonna be charging more for specific seating.
They putting that patio thing out there, ain't it?
Yeah, that shit gonna be.
Or whatever it is with the umbrellas, all that. Like, why would you?
They trying to make on-field seating a lot more of a thing for them, so they could charge the fans more.
Okay. Oh yeah, but I'm gonna be at that Gator game, the first game of the season.
I'm debating whether or not I'm gonna go because the hotel situation is critical right now. Most of the hotels are already sold out, and most of them are already overcharging. So I might just live stream the game.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, you live stream it. I'm gonna be sitting in the bleachers. I'm coming. I'm letting every Gator fan know I'm coming there to start all smoke. I'm coming there to start all smoke.
Don't do it. Don't do it. You got to have you some backup there, boy. You got to have you some backup.
I got backup. I got backup. I got backup. I ain't going by myself.
Oh well, as my pops used to say, carry on then.
Yeah, I'm coming there to start all smoke. No, it's all love. It's all love, though. I ain't coming there to fight.
I'll do, but I'm gonna let them know right now. I ain't with the rah. I got kids. Ain't got time for y'all.
Yeah. Oh, I ain't going with my kids. I'm going with just adults.
No, I'll go by myself, but I'm saying I ain't got time for the rah.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah. Oh no, it's all love. I ain't coming there to start. I'm just coming there to talk junk, all football junk talk. Now somebody getting their feelings because they lost. Now I don't know what to say.
I'm gonna be like that cartoon that what Buddy used to say, exit stage left.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Pink Panther.
Exactly.
As
soon as I see that clock go final, Kamami done took a knee. I'm out. Yes, Florida fans, I said it. Miami gonna take a knee. We ain't take one against Georgia Tech. Well, we damn sure gonna take one on y'all.
I don't even think we're going to be honest with you. I don't even think we're going to need to take no knee.
I was just about to say that.
Well, we definitely gonna need to take a knee. I mean, we up by 17, 18 points. What are we doing?
Oh, yeah. I was thinking about it, the game being so far-fetched out there that we ain't going to need it.
The Gators only going to score 3 points.
Oh, boy.
Oh, wow.
That's all I give y'all, 3 points. Yeah, I'm doing all my shit talking now. 3 points.
Can you? 1 million eggs, right?
Oh, hold up.
3 points. Wow. Man, that's tough. So I'm expecting some interceptions being thrown from Graham Mertz. I hope we get like 3 picks on him. I hope we bench that boy. Because if that happened, then I'll definitely brag on them. They talking about some old Graham Mertz only had like 3 picks last year. I hope he had 3 picks in the first game this year.
Oh man.
But I have money, see?
Oh, how y'all feel about the not car coming out?
That car, he looking good. He looking good out there. He making a name for himself so far.
Yeah, I heard he caught that touchdown yesterday. I heard he caught a touchdown.
Yeah, he caught one in the end zone. It was a short yard situation.
Yeah.
We might end up getting a 4-star lineman pretty soon too. All indications is Miami, but we're gonna wait and see. But we probably get a commitment out of Cortez Smith.
Oh yeah, that's what I was saying too. I feel like if we go into the transfer portals, I feel like the only need I feel like we could get another offensive lineman out the transfer portal. Maybe one more cornerback. I don't know. I think them are the only two that I think that we should get. I don't know. I feel like every other position, I feel like we should let them boys develop and play.
Yeah. Let coach them up, develop them, let them rock out. That's what I think.
Heck.
Ooh.
I got to start trademarking my stuff on Twitter. These Florida fans stealing my stuff. So I posted a picture that I can't show right now. This dude basically this girl, she's arched over on the floor, and my boy got his foot on her butt.
Oh wow!
So like August 31st, Miami gonna stand on business.
Jesus.
Yeah, we stand up running.
One of these Gator fans done stole my junk and put it on theirs and put a Gator face on the dude and put Miami on the girl.
Of course.
So I just replied to him, "This is so original."
Right. They're always stealing something. They always want something, always stealing something.
I'm flattered that you decided you want to steal my stuff. But they say I'm bad at trolling though.
Right.
They be hating T2Y.
Oh, that's gonna be there.
What they say T2Y? What he said? What's that quote? You need people like me so you can talk, so they can talk. I forgot who said that. How they said they need people like me.
Also, Mississippi State University, they look to wrap up the Florida Gators today. Beat them the past 2 days. About to try to sweep them today for the shutout.
Yeah.
So hopefully Mississippi State whoop the Gators in baseball today.
What, man?
Oh yeah.
Wow. Ain't that something? Ain't that something?
I ain't been watching the other sports lately, man, but I need to get to watching them.
You said what now, King? You said what now?
I said I ain't been watching the other sports lately. I tried to watch the Miami basketball. You see where that went this year.
Yeah.
So
I went on a 10-game losing streak, which is crazy.
Yeah, man. I seen that, man. I was like, what is going on?
Yeah. But we did get somebody though from Virginia Tech. He did come back home. We just
got a 6'10" center from Virginia.
Yeah.
So now we have finally got some hype on this team because it's crazy to me how we got O'Meara at 6'5" at center.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah. No.
Most guards and point guards are damn 6'5".
Exactly. That's the point. That's the point right there.
Yeah, these days, a center need to be like 7 foot now. They got to be 7 foot.
Yeah, they got to because they got to have some kind of. They got to have a little girth on them. They got to have some body on them, some solidness to them too.
Man, can you imagine a guy like O'Meara guarding a guy like Shaq? God, dog.
Man, that's a
Nah, Shaq could dominate him the whole time.
All day long.
Yeah, man. It wasn't That's a mismatch right there. I'm passing the ball to Shaq every time.
Yeah, and that's tough. That's tough. I'm telling. I'm just glad that we got some size on there and be able to you know be able to do a little something now.
Yeah, yeah. Heck
But I
yeah,
think it's
man.
gonna be going good.
I'm so happy we got size on the football team now. Oh
Finally.
my gosh, man. Size, heart,
Oh,
height. We got dogs, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm really excited about. I'm really excited about how this team is going. A lot of people are impatient, but I'm really patient right now with this situation because I love what Mario is doing, man. It just to me it feels like yes, I'd rather wait to deal with our situation for the long run than have a one stint run. Like you get what I'm saying, like a 1 year run, and
yeah, I
like
got you.
yeah, I don't want us to be like how Cincinnati had a 1 year run, or like I want us to come back to back. I'm trying to be like Sarge. You feel me? 50
Yeah.
to 15-0. Feel me? Every
Yeah,
year.
you're not trying to build for a right here, right now. You're trying to do this for longevity. You're trying to build a dynasty, not just one
Yeah,
championship and then say, okay, we got it, and then the rest of the time we sitting here looking suspect. You
yeah,
want to
that's what
get
I'm
that.
saying.
You want
Listen,
to build that dynasty.
I'll take a championship right now, regardless.
I
No,
mean,
I
yeah, I
get it.
take I take one.
I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah, I take
hell
one.
yeah.
Yeah, I take one.
I
But
mean,
but
of
but what
course,
happens next year if we win a championship, but then next year for some reason we don't even go to the playoff. We ain't even close to the playoffs. You
right?
know what I'm saying? And
You know what I'm saying. We back to square one. We ain't built nothing in the trenches. We didn't do anything. We just got that. You just got that right here, right now. And there's nothing else to it. There's no other substance to it. It's just empty. We hollow and
yeah,
we back at square one. Nah, get a championship now. That's fine. But let's keep going. Keep it generating. Keep showing up. Keep appearing. Keep doing stuff. Keep moving forward. You know what I'm saying? So you can get just not just one, but get multiple. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So that's what we built. That's what it is. So that's what I want to see. I take one right now. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. But I want to see something else. I want to see a better foundation. That's what it is.
yes,
I want to
Hold,
see all
hold
of
on,
that.
yes,
I
hold
just don't
on.
want to see the
Hold
championship and
on,
then
Chris.
everything else is
Hold
gone.
on, Chris. Hold on, Chris. D-Briz, that's definitely a troll that I made up yesterday. The both of the Florida Gators quarterbacks did not throw 4 picks. They threw one each.
Oh,
I just wanted to get the Florida Gator fans riled up on Twitter, and obviously it worked because they all went nuts. Even they syndicated writers and beat writers, and all of them had to come and correct it.
oh wow.
But
Oh
then,
yeah, they're
but
coming
then
for
they
your
tell
head,
me,
but
but then they tell me I'm bad at trolling.
boy, they came for your head, boy. They came for you. They came for your head, boy. I'm telling
Hey,
you.
I'm gonna answer that. Jay Smith has said something in the comment. Which who 2 years was worse, Mario or Novell? Novell.
That ain't even a question.
Novell 2 years was worse. Go look at his 2 years, his first 2 years.
Norvell 2 years don't even. Oh my God!
yeah,
Lost to JSU should sum it all up.
yeah, that's some of that right there.
He started the season 0-4.
Yeah,
Right.
Would have lost to JSU. Come on, man.
yeah.
They is about to do some damage to that man there, boy. If he didn't turn that joker around.
Oh yeah, he was gonna be gone.
Oh yeah, he was gonna be gone.
Yeah, man.
But
That's crazy.
needless to say, he he turned it around. But the question is, what else is he gonna build? Is he gonna
Yeah, that's what
build
I'm
that
saying.
foundation, or are you just doing it for right here, right now? Because he
Yeah,
had 2 good seasons and he moved forward from the first season that you got the 10-0, went to 10-3, won a
And if you look
bowl
back,
game.
at Norvell's first year, he got blown out by everybody. Miami beat him 52-10. He ran from Clemson, Louisville, all them teams, lost to Georgia Tech, all of them. Well, he was 3-6. And then the second year, he went 0 and started the season 0-4, lost to JSU. Come on, man. Ain't nothing to talk about.
yeah. It ain't really nothing to talk about. It ain't nothing really to talk about. But one thing I can't give y'all Seminoles is Novell. Yeah, he did turn the program around, and but y'all still got blown out by Georgia in the last game.
But now check this
They,
out. I
they
know
want
it's
to
old.
pretend. They all want to pretend. All the Florida State fans want to pretend like that 63 to 3 didn't matter.
Yes,
It
it
mattered.
did.
Oh,
But
it
then
mattered.
on the other hand, they want to come tell me about the games matter. Let the games be played. The games matter. So you telling me all the games but the 63 to 3 didn't matter?
The ones they lost didn't matter, but the ones that they won did matter. And speaking of that, teacher, do you know these fools are still debating of when they lost 52-10 that Norvell never lost, that Norvell never lost to us? Can you believe that?
Yeah. Every time I hear that bull crap from them, I just be like this.
Alone.
You haven't. So you
He need to leave that dope alone.
Yes,
Right.
they
Because
definitely do.
the last time I checked, when he get his paycheck and it says, "Hey, what name does it say by head coach?" Sick or not, if that would have been us, oh yeah, y'all lost, whether he was there or not. He's still the head coach, whether he there or not. Keep the same energy. That's all I'm saying. That's all
Yeah,
I'm saying.
yeah, yeah. Keep that same energy. Definitely, definitely
Keep
keep the
all.
same energy. And Bruce, and what's team is better, Middle Tennessee or JSU?
From Middle Tennessee all the way.
Middle Tennessee.
So I would rather lose to Middle Tennessee than lose to JSU.
I'd rather lose than either one, to be honest. But I
Yeah,
get what you're saying.
yeah. I'd rather lose neither one. But Bruce said something in the comment said, let's not forget about Middle Tennessee since we brought up JSU.
Nobody will never let us forget about Middle Tennessee. We haven't
Yeah,
forgotten about Middle Tennessee. What are you talking about? We haven't
you know what I'm
forgotten
saying?
about it. Hey, trust me, they on the list too. We won't
Hey,
smoke with them too.
hey, check this out. We ain't forgot about Middle Tennessee so bad that we got one of their defensive tackles right now.
Right. And one thing about but see, let's not forget. So if you want to bring up stuff, let's remember that. Let us not forget about Middle Tennessee. Let us not forget about JSU and how they planted their flag in the middle of your Florida Government School stadium. Let's not
Yeah,
forget
no,
about that neither.
ain't no team ever disrespect us like that.
Right.
Ain't no team
We
ever
might
disrespect us like that.
we might have lost. We might have lost. But one thing we didn't do, we ain't lose by no 60 in a bowl
Nah.
game or at all, for that matter. And we ain't never let nobody plant no flag in our stadium ever. Nobody. I believe FIU tried it one year. I believe FIU tried it one year. Y'all know the end result to that. Look what happened in '06 when they tried it, or when they started that fight. You see what happened?
Wait a minute,
And,
I gotta go do some. I gotta do some research. Is Iowa
and my
supposed to play LSU?
It's who?
Is Iowa? I'm talking about basketball, women basketball.
Yes. That's the rematch. For the women, yes, that's the rematch.
When is that? Today?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you, brother. I could not. I just seen it on the news feed of they're going to be having the rematch, but I don't know when. I think they played yesterday.
Nah,
I
they ain't
think
played yesterday.
LSU played.
I heard about
No.
that.
I'm saying LSU. No, LSU played UCLA yesterday. So I think that LSU Iowa
Oh,
might be next week.
they play tomorrow.
Oh, they do. Oh snap!
South Carolina and Oregon State playing right now. And the winner
Oh,
of that will go to the championship. And then LSU Iowa, the winner to go to the championship. Ooh.
ooh.
That's at 7 p.m. too. And I
Oh
can't wait to
wow.
see it. Angela Reese versus that other white girl that she
Yeah,
got.
Caitlin. Caitlin.
Or
That's
maybe
all I'm gonna
mess
say.
around and say Caitlyn Jenner.
Uh,
ah, ah, hey.
Don't
Hey,
belong.
and I'm tired of Florida State saying they got a shit. Novell came into a shit box of a team. For my mistake, didn't they have top recruits on that team before Novell got there?
That's what they was bragging about.
Like I remember them having like top recruits because it ain't like what's that last coach that they had that but got fired
Willie,
before Novell? Willie.
Uncle
It ain't
Willie.
like Willie. It ain't like Uncle Willie. Yeah, it ain't like Uncle Willie did recruit good. He brought some players to y'all team before he got fired.
He was listening to
So
Kodak Black and all of that.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm tired of hearing Florida State saying, oh, Novell inherited a bad team. No, he didn't. He got a good team. He just didn't know how to handle it at the time.
The whole simple fact is that they didn't know how to gel.
Yeah,
That's all it is. It takes time. You
yeah,
can have great recruits. You can have all of that all you want to, but if they can't gel within each other, then it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work at all. You got players in there that want to be I all the time, just about me. That's it, not about the team. Then this is
yeah,
what you're gonna get. When they start to
yep,
gel, then that's when you get your 10-3. And that's when you get your 13-0 minus before the, you know, debacle. But
At,
you know,
at 220, you
what?
got Purdue versus Tennessee. Men's basketball. Alabama's already punched their way to the Final Four, and so did UConn. And then you got
Oh,
Duke versus NC State
oh,
for
okay.
ACC
TTY,
showdown.
TTY, who you got taking it off in men's basketball?
I'm gonna take UConn.
Okay,
I'm gonna take
okay,
UConn. I think they're gonna be back to back.
okay.
And I
Oh
got
yeah,
selfish reasons for why I want that to happen. Because the last time that happened was the Florida Gators. That was back in like '08.
okay.
So I want UConn to go ahead and shut them Gators up, because they keep bragging about they the last basketball team to win back-to-back championships. So I got selfish reasons to want UConn to do it.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, I ain't even really
I
following the basketball right now. I need
definitely
to
don't
follow.
want Alabama winning that shit.
Nah.
No, I don't want to hear nothing. Well, they got to win something. They ain't win no national. Oh no, you should be quiet.
I wouldn't mind if Purdue win it, or shit, Tennessee if they make it past Purdue. But I
Yeah.
definitely, if I have my choice, I want to take UConn. And UConn probably the overall favorite. UConn probably the overall favorite. So that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, yeah.
Basketball
What?
season,
So what
NBA,
games on tonight?
the NBA should be wrapping up too.
Yeah.
I probably know they play 72 games. I think they down to like less than 10 games right now.
Yeah.
It's like let me
Yeah.
see what 75 games already been played.
Yeah.
So they got like
73 to 75. Yeah, already.
So obviously my Lakers in the mix right now.
What place they in?
They're in 9. Obviously you got to be in the. It's 10 teams get in. If you
Oh,
make
okay.
it the top 8, then you're good. But if you're 9 and 10, then you're in the play-in.
Yeah.
So 1 through 6 is good, and 7 through 10 is play-in. Right
Mm.
now the Lakers at number 9, so they would be in the play-in. The Golden State Warriors at number 10, and everybody else getting eliminated except for Houston. They hanging around. If they catch a couple more losses though, they could be out. They 3 games behind the Lakers and 1 game behind Golden State.
Mm.
Lakers win a couple more games, they'll secure their spot in the play-in or playoff, depending on how many they win, and they'll need some losses from the top 6. But hey,
Well, my
most of y'all probably different basketball fans. Y'all
yeah,
probably
I'm a Heat fan.
Miami
He
Heat.
Nation, baby.
They good.
Yeah,
They in the play-in right now too. They number 6.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah. That's who I been.
Hey.
Yeah,
That's right.
I
A
think
trio 5.
y'all will be in the play-in regardless. I think because you got what 7 more games left.
Something like that.
If you lose all 7 of them, well, actually you got a little bit more than 7.
4.
I got 9. If
Yeah.
you lose all 9 of your games,
4.
you'll still be in over Brooklyn, who's sitting on the outside. So y'all should be in there.
Yeah, But we gonna be in there. We need to go to the finals again. Boy, that finals. I ain't gonna lie, man. When I watched the finals last year,
Right.
when we was in the finals last year, that boy Jokic, man, that boy is automatic, man.
Y'all ain't making it.
Hey, hey,
Y'all ain't
hey,
making it to
hey,
no finals. I'm
hey,
letting
We
y'all
gonna
know.
make it to the final. Don't be hating now. When
Y'all
we
ain't
get
making
there
it
now,
to no finals. I'm letting you know that now.
don't be
You
hating now.
made the playoffs now. I don't know what round you're gonna get eliminated in, but you ain't
We
making it.
won't. And I'm letting you know if the Heat make the playoffs, we making the finals.
surgery.
I don't think y'all making no finals.
Just like I'm doing my shit talking now. Miami Dolphins in the playoffs.
well, I mean, I could see that. I could see that.
Dolphins in the playoffs.
I
You
could
feel
see
me?
that.
It's gonna be the year. It's gonna be the year of Miami this year.
Oh God. Yeah, the Hurricanes.
And Dolphins and Heat.
Yeah, the Hurricanes.
I mean, what? I mean, he just saying we're going to the playoffs, man. As far as the Heat, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a Dolphin fan, but I don't got nothing against them. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I ain't no Jets fan, that's
Dolphins,
for
yeah.
sure.
Them
I
Dolphins
know
don't
Yeah.
that.
no damn finals, no Super Bowl, none of that. Stop it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying he ain't saying that. He just saying the playoffs, man. Everybody, he getting the
Yeah.
playoffs.
The playoffs. We going to the playoffs, man.
I know one thing. We need that rematch with the Lakers. That's what I know. I
No,
know
you
that
don't.
much.
No, you don't.
Because yes, we do. Because a lot of people talk. Because see, the thing is like a lot of people was talking about that. As far as it's not like what you think, T2Y. Hear me out. It's not like, oh, well, the Lakers won this, then the third. Okay, they won in a bubble. Big deal. Don't nobody care about it. You know
Man,
what I'm saying?
let the Heat would have won in that bubble, boy. It would have been a championship.
They were gonna say the same thing. They were gonna say that it's not me. It's not me saying it. I feel a championship is a championship, regardless of how you win it. You won it, so you won it. This ain't coming from me. This is what I'm saying. This ain't coming from me. Trust me. I just want to see. I just want to see the rematch because that was a good series. That's the reason why I want to see it.
Just play a game.
That's why I want to see it. I ain't got nothing against the Lakers or nothing like that. I ain't a Boston fan. Far from it. Can't stand them. But I mean, if we get that rematch, who's to say? We'll see then.
Shoot. Honestly, back for the Miami Hurricane part, this rematch right here on August 31st is what I've been waiting for since 2019. 2019, man.
Right. When we were playing hot potato with the daggone ball. No, you take it. No, you take it. No, you
Yeah,
take it.
that's
No,
what I'm
you take it.
saying. You talking about that last play with
Man.
Jaron Williams?
Oh my gosh, bro. I'm
Man.
telling you, I was so defeated after that game. And then I got to hear my friends talking about that. Go Gators.
Hold on, Roger Allen says Miami Heat championship point blank.
My dog. My dog.
Get some help.
No, why we got to
That's what I'm
get
talking
help?
about. See, Roger Allen. That's why Roger Allen one of the realest ones out here.
You want
Got him! Got him!
That's how them Celtics players be looking. Oh. No. Come on, got it. No, you got
Yeah.
No, but it's all good though, man. We'll see. All the games got to be played. But wouldn't you want to see that get a start off though, T2Y? It'll be Miami. The Heat get the parade. And the Canes get their parade.
Yeah.
And then, you know what I'm saying? I know you ain't a Dolphins fan.
Why would I want to watch the Heat get their parade?
Why wouldn't you not want to watch the Heat get their parade? It's gonna be like one of the funnest parades out here.
Because I would rather watch it in California.
Nah, we can watch it in Florida.
But I don't
South
care which
Florida at that.
one. It don't matter which way you put it. It's gonna be hot. That sun gonna be leaning on your ass, regardless. So
The
the
only
sun gonna
parade
be
I
on
want to watch in Miami is the Hurricanes. All them other sports, I don't go for none of them.
you. I feel you.
Baseball, I'm a Cardinal.
Oh yeah, you are a Cardinal fan. That's right. You are a Cardinal fan. Okay. Well, I wish you the
A
best of
Cardinal,
luck, buddy.
a Cardinal what?
St. Louis Cardinals.
You a St. Louis Cardinal fan?
Yep.
Hmm.
Oh, I can't talk. I'm I'm like everything Miami, so just know that.
Oh well, that ain't no rivalry.
I
I'm
ain't
a
pick,
Marlins.
I
I'm a
ain't pick,
Marlins fan, but wait,
my teams. I ain't pick my teams like that.
no, the
I
Marlins
ain't gonna
fan.
lie to you. I picked the Cardinals because my favorite color red, and that red just stood out to me.
Oh,
Yeah, that
well,
and the
I've been a.
daggone bird.
Well, understand. Let me put
You
this
gotta
out there in the
understand. I
air. I'm not.
picked them teams when I was a kid.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
no, that's what I'm saying. With the Marlins, I was the same way. I was a Marlins fan before they became the Miami Marlins. I was a Florida Marlins fan.
Yeah,
I
when
just,
they was
I just,
wearing teal and all that shit.
yeah, when they was wearing teal. But when they switched to Miami, I just never switched my team. I just stayed a Marlins fan.
Yeah,
Yeah, fan. So
yeah.
I'm a Miami Marlins fan, but technically I'm a Florida Marlins fan. So if anybody know about that, if you that old,
Yeah, yeah, I know about it. I know
yeah,
about it very well. I know about the 2003 World Series when we got robbed from that too. Because
yeah,
I'm a Yankee
yeah.
fan, so we got robbed from that. But
Oh
it's
shit, I
cool
don't like
though.
that. I don't like the Yankees.
I
I don't like
don't
the Yankees.
like
Chris. Chris. That's the only thing we disagree on right
yeah, because
now.
well, I would. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'd rather for you to be a Miami Marlin or a Dolphin or whatever than for you to be a Red Sox fan or a Celtic. So
Okay. Oh
it
yeah.
is
Well,
what
I
it
ain't know.
is.
I ain't know. Well, I'm not from Boston, so.
Thank God.
Ah,
Thank God.
it's like this the cousin from Boston.
You go in the basement. We don't know. That's where you go. Nah, we don't do that. That's
So
beef. That's beef right there.
so TTY, how many touchdowns do you see our wide receivers getting this year?
Good question.
Yeah, that's a real
Good
good
question.
question.
That's a good question. That's a real good question.
Yeah, I like that, don't y'all?
Yeah.
I don't know if I can answer that though.
I
Man.
don't know.
I don't know if I can answer that.
I
I
don't
think
Can the
know.
chat can the
I think I
chat
want to
answer?
wait till. I think I'll wait till after spring. After spring,
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see.
or at least after the spring game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that means y'all can't answer the next one. How many carries you think the running backs would get? Well, how many yards of carries you think?
Mm,
It all depends
You
on
know,
who's running the ball.
right.
if we got if
Because
we got
Fletcher might
oh
be
man,
out. Fletcher might be
and
out for the season.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. But if Fletcher ain't out for the season, I believe if Fletcher there, my answer to that, I believe Fletcher averages at least about like 10 yards a carry.
Mm, true.
What, they got Canadian football going on or something right now? XFL football.
The
I
UFL.
know
I watched some of the
the
highlights last night. It was UFL. The
oh
UFL. Yeah, the UFL is
yeah.
happening right now.
Yeah, UFL, yeah. That's
A man yesterday, yeah, a man kicked a 65-yard punt in the UFL like a night ago or 2 nights ago. Damn near a 65-yard punt that man kicked.
man, that ain't nothing. Boy, Gallus can kick 70.
Ooh.
Oh, that's right. Nah, but that 65 yarder, boy, you gotta have boy, that's crazy right there, boy.
I feel like if he keep it up, the NFL gonna sign him.
Oh yeah.
They sissy
Yeah.
Definitely.
walking. They sissy walking in Tallahassee again. Miami by 30.
You see
Uh,
who?
I said they sissy walking up there in Tallahassee again.
Oh God.
Miami by 30.
Oh Lord.
There you go.
yeah. Hey, but y'all, man, it's been nice talking. I need to tend to these kids at the park, man.
Yes, sir.
Heck yeah,
All
man.
right,
Y'all
man.
go Canes, man.
Yes, sir. Go Canes, bro. What happened?
Yeah, I'm about to call it a day, man. Appreciate
Yeah,
y'all
that's it.
for joining in. We reading about 3 hours right now. Appreciate
Yes,
y'all
sir.
hitting the like button, subscribing to the channel, and all that good stuff. I'll catch
Yes,
y'all on the
sir.
next show. Go Canes.
Yes,
And
sir.
y'all have a good day. Happy Easter.
Yes, sir. Go Canes.
And all you Seminole fans, sign the petition to get Mike Norvell some speech classes. Yeah, probably, he probably gonna need that. All right.